Ice baby. Hey guys, how's this going? My wife says I need to play cold music. I like, what's cold music? And she started singing ice baby. So made me laugh as I was coming on here, guys. So can everybody hear me? Making sure. I'm gonna, let's see, is there cold songs? Let's see, cold. Um, no, there's no like cold list. We'll just deal with this as it's going. You guys don't hear much of the music anyways, but there you go. All right. Uh, Last minute notice. Wasn't planning to do a live today. Wife decided that she had an idea for me. Oh, you know what? I'm still on Wi-Fi. Let me get off my Wi-Fi real quick, guys. All right, I should be off Wi-Fi and hopefully running a little bit better. Yeah, because I was uploading 53%. Come on. There we go. Back up to 89%. All right. Baby, it's cold outside. That's a great song too. I like Bourbon a lot. Yep. So this is what we're doing tonight, guys. Before you guys, do anything, you can read across the top, but we're gonna do some. My wife, um, I have an office in at home, and the office at home has a whole bunch of boxes. My wife was made. We're doing kind of spring clean in the winter, and I had a box full of samples, and these are samples I've either poured out. And having like nobody claimed them, they didn't send me the information, back in the beginning. So I had a box full of samples, and my wife said, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I don't know." She was like, "Well, why don't we do a sample giveaway?" I said, "Okay." So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be doing 10 races, 10 mystery sample races, and the only thing I can guarantee is that each one will have at least one allocated pour in it. And I'm gonna give you some teasers on some of the other stuff we're gonna have in it. So each race is going to be, so I'm still going to do my pours, my normal pours. Every 2 pours, we do a giveaway free stuff. As always, we always want to do something free as well. And the reason I'm doing the $2 is just so I hopefully cover cost of hand delivering these things. But I did make sure that a few of them had some special pours in them. And I'll tease you with those in a minute. But before we go on, so if you want to, each race would be, so there's 10 races. Each race is $2. For $20, you get into each race. But if you want to right now do Venmo or Super Chat for $25, you get automatically put into each race twice. So that's up to you guys. It's all mystery. I'm not going to tell you exactly what's in everyone because they're just kind of, I got, and each pack will have 4 samples, just so you know. So each pack has 4 samples. That's the easiest way for me to hand deliver, to pack them and get them out. So 4 samples each. All of them will have at least one allocated. 4 or 5, 5 of them I think will have extra special pour in it. So you'll get an allocated an extra special pour in it as well. This is all just so we can stay warm with this snow out here. As cheers, all damn snow. I'm exhausted, man. I'm so glad I don't live where you guys do. We went out this morning for breakfast, and I was cold. I don't even know where in the, what is it? Cool. Yeah, it's like no, but that wind. Oh, yeah, the wind was, yeah. I want to say it was like, I don't even think I don't even know if we're in the 30s. We're like high 30s, low 40s, somewhere in there, right? But that wind was going through me, and that was like going right through my body. I'm like, holy crap! I don't know how you guys are doing it. God bless all of you that are in the negatives. My brother-in-law's in like his morning temperature has been like -2 and getting down to like -10. I think is what my wife was telling me. Crazy temperatures out there. So you guys stay warm, be safe, be careful, because I don't know how you do it. I was dying this morning with just that. And then I had to go. So we're actually supposed to get, do me a favor, nothing. This light. I don't have this one on. No, yeah. My wife, no. So my wife's still letting me, my wife's my weather girl, So she was just hold it for a few seconds. I don't know. All right, not gonna figure that one out. So my wife was telling me that tonight we are going to get below freezing. We're not going to have a deep freeze, or what is she called it something else. We're not going to have one of those. So it got disconnected somehow. It was probably because I was moving all that stuff around. So even though we're not having a deep freeze, we're still doing pipes. So we're still going to do some of the pipes, and so I had to go wrap my mom's pipes. Had to wrap a few of our pipes that are exposed. Because we don't here, they're exposed. We don't have anything on them. And my wife was all, I was freezing doing that. My wife's all laughing at me. But all right, we have one of the first 25. Actually, let me bring my Venmo up. So Venmo, before we do the first race, I'll definitely check Venmo. So if you guys want to do it through Venmo, you guys are welcome to do it there as well. Oh wait, that's not Venmo. That's my label printer. it was the same color as Venmo. All right, guys, let me see. All right, so Dave V did the $25 super chat mystery races. That's what we're calling it. All right, so let me do the first pour. It is winter. It is snowing for some of you guys. Tomorrow is canceled in Southern Ontario. I believe it. I believe it. Not bad here. I have another snow day. I don't like snow, but I know it's interesting because you think in snow would be colder, but sometimes the snow, like it's an insulator, kind of keeps everything. I'd rather have snow than ice, but either way, I'm not crazy about that. Huh? Dave V, and then we have a super chat, and super chat was done by Randall the Express. Let's get this started. Thank you, Randall. And then what we'll do is before every race, we'll kind of do like a little timer. So anybody that wants to join, if you just want to join one race, $2 for it. If you want to, if for some reason you want to join a race and do more, you can. I'm not you don't know what's in them, but let me give you a teaser on one of them. Well, let me do my first pour, and then we'll do the teaser. Let's do. So the first pour for tonight will be Found North. Figured the snow day sounds perfect for some of you guys out there. Nati's actually not drinking tonight. He drank Thursday. He drank Friday. Did you drink Saturday? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So he said his liver said no, no, thank you. So I should get some better pours tonight, just because Nati's not drinking, right? I don't know if you guys have ever had this. It's funny. My glass smells like the soap. My daughter washed this earlier, and it smells like the soap. Yeah, so we're going to do that. We got both snow and ice and sleet. Ooh, that's a terrible combination. Terrible combination. Snow, ice, and sleet. No, thank you. Well, guys, thanks for jumping on tonight. You're having fun with me. Cheers, everybody. It's my second pour of the day, only because I did a review earlier. I was actually going to do a big review, where I was going to do a bunch of ryes and kind of figure out the best rye. Then my wife had this idea, so changed up speed and actually did a review on a single bottle so that I wouldn't have had too much to drink before tonight. Man, this snow day is just such a good pour. It's such a good pour. Let me see. Can you see it there? Yeah. All right. Let your water run in one of your sinks. Just a small, yeah, we'll do that too. I mean, here we're not going to get so below freeze. I don't think it's going to be an issue. My wife's lived in freezing temperature, so I think she knows. She tells me. But we do. When you're in Texas, and you don't know, you panic and do everything. It's funny, actually. H-E-B here, which is our grocery store, was pretty empty, and it wasn't empty because of panicking. It was empty because the trucks from up north can't get down here. Because the thing about Texas is, Dallas, North Texas is used to ice and snow, and they have the trucks and the equipment to handle that. When you get to like Austin and down to San Antonio, we don't get too much snow or too many ices, like freezes like that. So we don't have the equipment to handle that on the roads. So it becomes an issue for them down there. And then the other issue that we sometimes have is because up there it gets so cold, and the way the grid works, sometimes they'll take away power from us here, because we're not going to freeze to death with no power and give it to them up there. So sometimes we'll have that as well. Keith Lando, cheers, buddy. Real quick, Keith, is that 2 for the first race? Because I don't know if you were here when I was mentioning it. So what we're doing tonight is we're going to have 10 sample giveaways, mystery sample giveaways. Each one has 4 packs. So that's $2 for each race. And if you do a $25 super chat, you actually get put into each race twice. So for $25, you can get to each race twice. So Keith, just checking if that's what you, if you wanted to do. So did you want to put 2 into the first race, which we haven't done yet? We're going to do in a few minutes here, because we're going to do them pretty quick. Or did you want to add $20 so you get put into each one? I'll let you do that just because making sure you understood. All right. And then, as I said, I'll look at Frederick. So I have formerly known as Whiskey Shaman, also did the 25. All right, let's go shovel a few. Get to go out and shovel in a few, which is going to suck since I threw my back out last night. Ooh, man, that does suck. That does suck. I'm actually really good at back, so let me know. Over 100 traffic accidents today, in which I bet that it's crazy. In Dallas, there was actually, I saw on the news, some trucks trying to go on an overpass, but it's one of those real high overpasses. they got stuck because they started sliding off, and they had to stop and then slowly back the trucks up. That's which I think is pretty crazy. All right, so let's do this. All right, so Nati's going to put up a timer for the first race. Oh, we have one more, Jesse, as well. So he did the 25 for the 2 races, for 2 for each race as well. All right, and then after the first 2 pours, we'll do a free race as well, and then everybody that's actually joining for any of the races, the paid races, will have a chance to win everything at the end as well. So you can win tonight. You can win more than once. There's no limit to what you can win, so you guys can win more than once if you want to. Princes approved. Miss Dorothy, is that for the first race, Miss Dorothy? Just double checking. Oh wait, did she do it over here?
Did a super, I think.
I have to check, Miss Dorothy. Just super chat at 5. I just sent. I don't see it on. Did you send it on Venmo? I don't see it on Venmo, but I'll check it again a little bit before we do. Well, we have to do that first race, so we're gonna set up a 1-minute timer. We're gonna do a 1-minute timer. Not these like give me a minute. So. Yeah, so Prince's approved. Miss Dorothy, I just want to verify before we do that first race. Did the $5 is for the first race? Is that correct? Oh, so she's going to do another $1 for a total of 3 for the first race. So, Miss Dorothy, we're going to be doing 10 total races. If you do 25, you get put into each race twice. So just making sure you know that before you do the first one. Storytime Distillery. Hey, Shane, buddy, how you doing? I want a refund. A refund? Sorry, for Shane. Shane, for you, buddy. No refunds. You get I'm going to charge your card twice, sir. If I had access to it, I'm gonna go to your house and take that GTS and EH Taylor bottle from your house. How's that one sound? Oh, so Dorothy wants to do 1 per race. So 1 for the first race, 1 for the second race, 1 for the third race. Right now, Dorothy, is that correct? All right. So just put her 1. And we have to remember for 3. Well, hopefully remember.
Yeah.
Nathy's not drinking, so we should do pretty good. All right, guys. Nathy's going to finally put up the 1-minute timer. Read my super chat. Let me see. Did I mischange super chat? Oh, there we go. I didn't see your super chat. Let's see. Love and miss you, cold ass bitches. Yeah. How's the weather over there, Shane? How is your weather right now, buddy? So Shane's in there too. How's your weather, Shane, buddy? Are you freezing your bahookie off right now? Not so far behind. Is that even funny? Jay-Z went for the 25 too. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm behind is I'm trying to do this timer, but I keep getting donations.
So off-topic whiskey says it's more than 25 now, but the rest is tip. Oh, we can add you to extra races if you want. You can decide if you can give me like, let me see, that gives you 3 extra races. So if you want, just tell me, 1, 5, and 7 or whatever it is you want to do. We'll put you in there. Well, we'll try to remember that. We'll see if not you can remember. All right. Bree says she's trying to do Venmo in a second, so we'll give her a second. We'll let you do their. I don't know what's going on with Nati over there. He looks stressed. It's probably because he's not drinking.
No, because everybody decided to do it all the same time.
This reminds me of the night that we did the 2222. Man, that first night we were trying to figure out how everything was going to run and try to make it smooth. And I had, Nati, I had my daughter, we had Iceman, we had Tom Black. It was a lot of craziness going on. So it was a lot of fun. All right, Dorothy. I mean, Bree, whenever you figure it out, you can do it through Venmo or if you want to do Super Chat. However, you let us know. No pours equal stress. See poor decisions, parent to say no pours equal stress. All right, here's the 1-minute timer now. This is for the first races. Anybody else wants to enter, this is you can add $2 to this, and we'll do that. I'll do this. You get the Super Chat, and I'll do the $25 on the Venmos. All right. Does it sound good to help you out?
Just remember Somebody's got to remember to stop it. The noise.
Oh, that's going to be you because you have it. I can't stop it.
Okay.
All right. So we got Keith P in the house on this side as well. And let me see anybody else before. All right. As soon as this is up, we got another $2 super chat from Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk, thank you for joining tonight. So I know it's kind of a little confusing. We're kind of having some John Garth also for $2. Thank you, John Garth. We got right now 22 seconds left. 22 seconds. Bree jumps in here as well. And 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. So in case anybody just jumped on, we're doing 10 mystery races tonight. It's a 4-pack of mystery samples. Each pack. All right. I'll hide it from the stream right now. Each pack will have 4 samples in it. Each pack will have at least 1 allocated sample in it, probably more. And then so let me tease you on the first one. So
You said brief.
I have it on mine. I already added her in there. So I wanted to kind of try to finish this off. So that's what I have. One of the packs will have Van Winkle 12 years. So if you've never gone to try a Van Winkle 12 year, there's one of the packs will have a sample of Van Winkle 12 year. We'll kind of go into the other ones as we go through it, but just so you know, so one of the packs will have that in there. So we're going to run this first race. So everybody in there's $25 super chat plus all the $2.
All the $2 ones that did.
Yeah.
And then the ones that did the $2. Right?
Yes. Yes. And don't forget, so Miss Dorothy wants 2 on this one, like just 1 on this one on the next one on the phone. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Yeah, that was loud. That's why we're trying to stop it before. We have no control over that volume. It's so weird how that works, but it's not super loud on our side, but it's super loud on your guys' side. And we never figure out why. We can't figure out why it does that or how we can make it softer. Yeah, we can't mute it either. Like on the races, if we would actually let the races go with the sound, it's that loud. We're able to mute races though. Kaboom! Exactly. That was actually a damn good first pour for the night. We're going to stick for the next one's going to be a winter theme as well. So we're going to stick to that. So as Nati's finishing that up, the next one is, so after this, we'll do the free giveaway, and then we'll do 1 or 2 more of the big giveaways. I mean, the mystery giveaways for tonight. So the next pour, before Nati put that up real quick, we're going to do the new riff. And we're doing their winter. It's called their winter whiskey. So that's going to be the next pour for me. All right, Nati, we're going to put that one up.
Hold on, let me get this right. I'm going to delete all the $2 ones.
No.
So we are deleting the $2 ones?
Yeah, they're on here because they paid for every race to be in here twice.
Okay. Well, that's for 25.
Oh, wait. Yeah, after this, yes. So that's why we're keeping them separate, right? That's
so all the $2 ones.
Yeah, so you delete them and start again. Yeah. That makes the easiest way. That, yes. No, but story time was supposed to be in the upper one, I think. Story time, Shane.
You think you put them?
No, but you put them here on this part, not on the other part. So watch, come back out of it.
Out of this one?
Yeah. Hold on, let me fix because you put. All right, so go back and do the names again. Do you see what I did? It's okay. It's the first time we're doing this, so it does make it a little confusing. Wait, hold on. Bree goes on. Okay.
So these would have been the first one.
Yeah. So all these go on every single race.
To here. So
yes.
Every single one.
Yes. And then the ones on the bottom after this race, you'll race them and start again. Yeah. Perfect. All right, we got this. I think we got this. Sorry, guys. We're acting like we're rookies here. Did not hold on. See Jesse in there. Let me see Jesse.
Shit! No, I didn't put it.
Oh, he didn't add him. I told him earlier and he didn't. That was my fault. I did tell him, and so thank you, Jesse.
He was the 25.
Yes. So you want to do it or you got it?
I'm just gonna put Jesse. Right
yeah, perfect. Thank you, Jesse, for catching that.
Yeah, you did say it.
I did tell him, and then afterwards I decided I was going to do it to make it easier on him, but I thought he had done that one already.
Okay.
Did you add him in there?
Yeah. I just put Jess.
All right, I'm putting him in the list so that remember he's in there twice, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I put him on the list so he's on there for the next ones. All right, there you go. Hold on one more time. Let me just double check. Okay, we should be good. We should be good. All right, guys, just kind of see how he takes the volume down on this one. We do that. All right, Shane, if you win, we'll give it to somebody else. How does that sound, Shane? So if Shane wins, we'll make it second place, I guess, or last.
Okay.
If Shane wins, should we last place?
Last or 22nd?
Oh, is there 22?
Yeah, there's like 30.
All right, so if Shane wins, number 22 will win. There you go. That's for all the races because he's in all the races. So if Shane wins, he's number 22 wins. All right, guys. Once we get the first ones going, we'll figure this out. The only thing is that,
Going back and forth.
Yeah, I'm live again, Top Dog. And so I will be alive Wednesday. Wednesday will be Patreon only live. So Top Dog, tonight's kind of a fun live. My wife came up with an idea because she found a box of samples that I have that either somebody didn't claim or didn't, 22 seconds left, or didn't, send me the information I needed to hand deliver. So we're going to be giving away all the samples. She wants me to clear out stuff. So that's why. Yeah. Yo, how's it going, Fuzzy? We got 9 seconds left. 9 seconds.
Uh-oh, Davey.
Here we go. Oh, Dave B never wins and wins the first mystery. So that's I'll put him in there so you can handle that part. So first mystery. I know you didn't really go on this part last time. Dave V. All right. So the next race is gonna be for the port. Oh, we need to do a hashtag. Just hashtag winner real quick. So we're gonna do hashtag winter real quick. So we'll probably do the next mystery race and then do the pour race. So the first pour race will be for these two, but because I forgot to do a hashtag, he's gonna put a hashtag in there. We'll do the next mystery race winner, and then because we have 10 total. So once again, just in case you guys are joining us, we're doing 10 mystery races, sample races. Each pack has 4 samples in it. Each pack will have at least 1 allocated, and some of them will, and a few are special. If you do $25, you put into each race twice. If you do, or you can do $2 per race as you want. Just got a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. One of the next ones. So one of the packs will have a sample of Russell's 15 in it. So Russell's 15 will be in one of the sample packs as well. So far in the sample packs, we have a Van Winkle 12 and a Russell's 15. So I'm making sure that these are all separated so that you won't have like these two in one pack, but each pack will have at least 1 allocated. But these are like the extra little bonuses that I pulled out today to juice up some of the packs. All right, so let's get the next race going. So put up the timer. So the next race, everybody that's done the 25, you're already entered to this one. Dorothy's the one that's going to be added to this one as well. We just got a super chat for a $5. So for this super chat, Fuzzy, we'll put you in the next race, the next mystery pack race for 2 entries. And at the end, everybody who's doing any of the super chat stuff, at the end, somebody will have a chance to win everything we drank tonight. There's probably going to be anywhere from 4 to 6 pours, depending how fast we go with stuff. I'm keeping my pours kind of small, so I'll probably do 6. That way the sample pack at the end has at least 6 in it. So it's just like the usual, the free ones, the end, but these are all the ones in the middle are a little bit more fun. How come you should just leave the bomb up there
Yeah.
and not close it down?
I freaking closed it.
Yeah. Rookie. Where's Tom Black when I need him? Tom Black, I hope Tom Black, I hope you're doing well. I know you're flying back from Austin. I believe you're flying back today. I hope you get home safely. All right. So during this 2-minute timer, if you want an extra chance to go into this number 2 mystery race, $2 for every $2, you get another chance in it. Another chance. So here we go. Start it. Go ahead and start it. 1-minute timer. And if you guys are just happy with the 25 and those, I mean, plenty of people in there. So After the mystery pack race, we will be doing the pour race, the 2 pour race. Now this winter blend, it's a little bit like earthy, weedy, like not wheat, but like if you're to grassy, I guess. Like if you're to get like dry grass and kind of chew on it. So Captain Kirk, $2 more for this. I mean, 2 more entries for this race. Thank you, Captain Kirk. 22 seconds left, guys. 22 seconds. So Captain Kirk, as I said, if you wanted to, $25 put you into all the races. So just so you know that that's an option too. You get two spots in every race. But if you want 2 on this one, 2 on this one. So, and as I said, Van Winkle, Russell's 15, and I'm going to show you some of the other ones that we have in there as well as bonus pours in there.
I caught it before.
Oh, nice. All right, so Nati, everybody, and plus the ones that did the $2 plus Dorothy. Don't forget Dorothy. Yeah, you should leave Dorothy at the top, so you don't. Yeah, there you go. And then you have one more $2 one.
Yeah, Captain Kirk, right?
And then there was one more before that. Fuzzy.
Oh, but he was the 25.
No, it was 5.
Oh shoot! Okay, I thought I heard you say 25.
Yeah.
And then you take him up from the top.
Let me see. Somebody just put something right now. Fuzzy. Oh, Fuzzy is at the 25. So put 2. Leave Fuzzy there, and then add him to this race as well. All right, Fuzzy. Now you're in every race for 2, and then this one you have an extra 2 chances. Wait, have you? Yeah, and one more time.
Yeah, I already have them on top for the 2.
Yeah, you need 2 on the bottom.
And then 1 on the bottom.
No, 2.
Oh yeah, it's $5.
Yeah. I'm trying to watch out for you guys. You let me know if Nati messes up. So he's going to show all the names before. So everybody that's been doing the 25, we added Fuzzy to that 25. Hold on, let me check Venmo just to make sure. Okay, nothing on Venmo. So he's going to make that race. So this is the second mystery pack race. Plus, after this, we'll do a race for the 2 pours, for the first 2 pours, guys. So what are you guys drinking out there? I want to know, what are you drinking on this cold winter day? Are you guys doing, there seems to be a little kind of challenge going on out there where people are taking bottles and showing and putting into the snow to show how deep it is. Has anybody out there done that? Here, there's no snow, so I can't do that. Actually, it might be funny if I just go out there and pretend I'm going to go into the snow and put in snow and there's no snow. Let me know if you think that'd be kind of funny short. I could always do that. But has anybody else done that? And I just want to know, what are you drinking? Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Rye. Always a good pour, Captain Kirk. Always a good way to start. Currently water. Hit it hard every night this week. Dave V, you sound like Natividad today, but that's okay. Hey, if you need water, drink some water. Stay hydrated.
Share it because I can't click the button.
Oh, too funny. All right. I'm going to share this with you guys. This is for mystery pack number 2. Hard Truth Old Fashioned. That sounds good. That sounds good. All right, let's set this. All right, here we go, guys. Here's mystery race number 2. Mystery race number 2. Can't do that here. It's all frozen. Ooh, that would not be fun. Like crack your bottle, right? Yeah, but have you guys seen that? It's been all over. Like I've seen a lot of them on Instagram today about them, going out there. There's actually somewhere up north doing Taninger. So he had a full bottle Taninger, and then he had the little sample that he must have gotten a sample pack to try, and he did it with that. So pretty cool. Dave never wins. Correct. Sample of CYPB in a Glen. Ooh, Keith P. How are you liking that CYPB? I think that's a pretty good pour. Yeah. If you guys want to have a chance for these things, make sure to hit that exclamation winter. Super chat. Thank you. So Major Zero super chat for 25. Hey, bud, I appreciate you. I'll add him in there for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. And believe me, Major Zero, all of them are pretty freaking, good pours. Most of them are, I don't drink crap. So most of the time when I'm giving away stuff, it's something that's going to be worth it. And then, of course, I'm adding making sure all of them have at least 1 allocated and some other fun stuff. I tried to do snow day. We got 4 seconds left, but 2.5 inches of ice.
He won again.
Dave V. Look at his nose groove. Hashtag rigged. Hashtag rigged. Holy cow. Torp for 22. What's 22, Torp? Dave V. Crazy, crazy, crazy. That's awesome. That's so funny. Dave V never wins and comes in for the first 2 mystery packs. Wow. All right. Go ahead and shut down the exclamation mark and let's get that one going. All right, so this next one is actually for these pours. So some of this stuff won't be going out till later this week. I'm out of my sample bottles to pour these things into. I'm completely out, and I'm out of my my packing material. So I ordered it. It's all coming in, and that's because I had a whole bunch. I went through it like super quick over the last 2 weeks. So that's why. Let me see. How do you say your name? Blue Asparagus? I love that. That's an awesome name. Thank you, Blue Asparagus, for being here. And I'm going to add you to the mystery sample packs. Blue. All right. That's awesome. Thank you for coming. Thanks for doing that and joining. We've already done the first 2, but we're going to be doing a total of 10. So we got 8 more to go. And in the meantime, we're also going to do our free giveaway. So the first giveaway, if you haven't, you're already closer, right? The hashtag. So you missed that first hashtag if you didn't get in there. But on the second one, when we start doing the next pours, we'll open another hashtag. So for the next 2 pours, we'll do a giveaway with that.
Adding the $25 ones to the $25, right?
Yes, every single one. Yeah. So you're getting on this way, Blue Asparagus. You're wait, not. No.
This is only the hashtag.
Yes, only hashtag. Only hashtag.
You said all of them.
Yeah, no. It only that's for all mystery packs. Okay. Yeah, so he was a little confused. So remember, the $25 for all mystery packs. The hashtag is for free for anybody gets to get a chance to get in there for the free pours. All right. Super chats. Messing with Nati. Nice. I like that you're messing with him. He loves that. Yeah, show me the sorry that the winter one is closed, but okay, we got it open. We got to put it on there. All right, so here it is. Story time is really messing with you, not to be done. Yeah. Love it, Shane. Appreciate it. Keep messing with Nati because he's not drinking. I think he's starting to panic. I think he's wishing he did drink.
This is the last time for Dorothy, right?
What are you talking about?
Is he doing?
No. Dorothy's not in the. It's not a $2 one. I know.
No. That's how you put it on Shane.
Yes. Made this confusing as hell, but that's okay. It makes it more fun. Story time. Oh my goodness, Shane. Shane is the man. All right, here's the for the 2 pour giveaway, which is the winter whiskey and the snow day as well. All right, guys.
If it always going to the restaurant.
Is Kara?
Yeah, she's going on surface roads all the way home.
Well, I hope she thinks about that for tomorrow's going to work.
I'll remind her.
All right, guys. 110 left. Cheers, Top Dog. Cheers, everybody in here. Major Zero is in here. Let's see. Is Dave going to win 3 in a row? Is he going to hit a turkey tonight? Jay-Z in the house. Poor Decision in the house. Bourbon Lover in the house.
I want to know what everybody's eating in the cold.
Oh, so let's ask. My wife wants to know, what are you guys eating in the cold? What are you guys eating? We're big eaters. We love to eat.
Italian beef.
We had Italian beef sandwiches. Tomorrow we're having a soup. What soup are we having?
Italian's like a zuppa toscana.
Zuppa toscana soup tomorrow.
Jambalaya
the next day. So we're just playing kind of warm, cozy food. So what is your guys' warm, cozy food? We got 22. I missed the 22. Tacos tonight. That's a good one, Bree. Gumbo. Yes, I want some. Gumbo always sounds really good. Split pea soup.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you guys saw my one the other day. I did do some corn soup to warm my bones up. That was a good one as well.
Chicken and dumplings.
Oh, we just had that recently. American Andy, congratulations. So for the free ones, American Andy, I just have to make sure you're here. 12.
Ham and cheese and soup. That's a
22.
classic.
Oh,
That's Robot 22.
Robot 22. Oh, Robot 22 won. All right. So are you here? Oh, and no, guys, when you guys win,
Shane.
Shane, you get really messy with Dati. My entries are for majors. So if Shane wins, Major Zero wins tonight. Did you already add it?
Yeah, I'm adding them.
So American, you're here. So did I add it to the top? Hey, did double check? Did I pin the information to the top, guys? I can't remember if I did earlier or not.
Is he here? Because I haven't seen him.
Okay, let me make sure I pinned this. Hold on 1 second. I don't think I did it earlier, so let me do this.
Pizza's always good.
All right, I just pinned it to make sure. So at the top, there's a pinned message. That's where if you win, you have to go fill out that form for me. That's the only way I can hand deliver it, guys. So congratulations, fill out that form for me, and you will get this hand delivered to you. So, all right. So next, now let's move these bottles out of the way. I don't want them in your face for you, so you can.
I was just reading what everybody they had ham and cheese and soup.
Ham and cheese and soup and
enchiladas.
Enchiladas sound good, but I always can do Mexican food. All right, guys, help me come up with the next hashtag. Next pour. I'm gonna do a rare character. For some reason, this Viking looks cold to me, and it made me think of cold. So the only thing is trying to open this Soish. No, there's wax on it. Freaking
like
Shane. So Shane, he's done enough that he put him 2 more times in the 25 as well. But remember, so it's all for Major Zero.
No, he's at $16.
No. Yeah, he's way off. I'm gonna try this. I got this from New Braunfels Bourbon. It's supposed to be for these wax things, and I've never tried it, but it seems dangerous to me. I don't know.
5, 6,
It's a cool idea. It just seems too dangerous for me.
8,
So I'm gonna use
9.
my knife.
That's not dangerous.
I'm a lot better with a knife. I know how to use my knife. My wife says that's not dangerous. Well, if we cut myself, we'll end the stream pretty quickly here.
That's really big.
It is. That's why the only thing about these bottles are always like this. Let me see if I got enough to rip that if I pop this off or not. Nope.
You can do it.
You can do it.
How sharp is that?
It's sharp.
Oh, okay.
It's not the sharpness, it's this wax. It's gonna okay, half the live is gonna be me trying to open this bottle. Yeah, let's get the put up the 1 minute timer. Let's get the next mystery race going so we can get that going.
Hold on, I'm going back and counting out.
Just add it again. Yeah, these rare character things are no joke. So we're gonna get the next. We're gonna put up a 1 minute so we can do the next mystery race. So this is race number 3.
Yes.
Mystery race number 3. And as we do that, I'm gonna tease you with another possibility that can be in these bottles. There's gonna be a pour. One of them is gonna have a pour of Old Fitz 13-year VVS. So this is gonna be in one of the bottles as well. So. Frozen solids, shrinkage. What are you doing? They're adding those as suggestions for the next one because I don't know if you started that yet.
No.
So start that real quick and then put up the 1 minute timer. Then start that, please. You have 2 1 minute timers up there. You know that, right? Man, I might have to switch this out because I'm not getting anywhere with this damn thing. And they don't mess around with these things, do they?
Are you still trying to open the damn bottle?
Yes, I think I'm actually figured out a secret that might work for me.
Figuring it out?
Yeah, without cutting myself.
The raffle has been canceled. Just hit it with a hammer. Perfect.
Yeah, pop the whole thing open. Man.
There you go.
All right,
Top
so
God.
2 minutes. If the timer's on for anybody that wants to join this race a little bit more, $2
It
put you
breaks.
into it.
How fun is this?
Know why it's happening?
Why?
Because you're here watching me. Because everything
That's
goes.
a mess. There's no way you're getting that open. You've just mangled it.
I didn't mangle it. What are you talking about?
There we go.
Woo!
Only he's excited. That is really thick, though.
Thank you.
Thank
you, wife. You guys heard it. You guys heard it. We got a 2 minute. We got a 2 minute at the end there. We got some to use vice grips. Exactly. Holy cow. Hopefully this was worth all that because holy cow, that was crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got a few super chats, and let me just double check the Venmo because I haven't been paying attention to that just recently. So Venmo, remember you guys can do $25, get into all the races, $2 for each race. Somebody just did a $20 one. Yeah. But you could go ahead and add them to the other one because with the amount of races left, that will put them into each race twice anyways. Right. All right. Whew. So this is, after all that, this is Ragnar, 135.54 proof, 10 years, 7 months, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, cask strength. Well, at that, you should put some hair on my chest or burn it off, one of the two. Smells really good though. And then Captain Kirk twice in this one. So remember, even though I'm showing you those bottles, that doesn't mean it's in this mystery pack, but we're on mystery pack number 3. Mystery pack number 3. And Dave has won the first 2 mystery packs.
Has he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Dave B won. So Dave B's, we always put hashtag never wins. And he won 2 in a row. 2 in a row. All right. And so what do...
Hey, you told me that I had Shane twice again? Because you had already given 25.
Huh?
You had already given 25.
Yeah, but yeah. So just 2 more on that for that 25. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Barely, but I do know. But no, you already have them. Let me see. Yeah. So do 4 total, 4 for Shane. Now you could add them to the bottom. You don't have to add them right next to it. Miss Nancy Fraley's in the house. My apologies, bad timing on my part. Sorry, Miss Nancy. Never bad timing. Always welcome as always. So let me know, Miss. Say hi to everybody. Everybody say hi to Miss Nancy Fraley. She's in the chat. We are about to do a race for. We're doing some mystery packs tonight, Miss Nancy Fraley. I know you probably have a lot more samples than I do, but I get a lot of samples, but a lot of them, like people that win, don't always get them. So my wife found a box of samples I've had for a while, and she said, we need to clean, you need to get rid of them. So we're getting rid of them tonight. So that's what's going on. We're sharing. My wife says we're sharing. So that's too funny.
Lots of good pours.
There's a lot of good pours, and each one has at least 1 allocated, and so on from there. What are we waiting for Mr. Not to be done? When he drinks is usually a lot faster. He's slow today. Still Austin. Heck yeah, what is still Austin? We could do Miss Nancy. What still Austin do you want? Should I do next? You let me know what still Austin I should be drinking tonight, Miss Nancy, and we'll do that as our next pour. Will be a still Austin pour. I did get the new one. That's the white port finish, which very interesting. I've never had white port before, so I think that's really cool. Oh, I have. Hold on, let's get this race up. So this is the race for mystery pack number 3. I do have. I got one that was. I don't even know when this one came out. It's an oat one. I have that one. I haven't opened that one yet. I do have, of course, the Nancy picks, the December ones. I have them those as well. Let me see, what else do we have? Tanninger, as always. Always a good pour. So we do have some fun stuff. We do have some fun. The sample paragraph is going on for viewers. Did you add a hashtag yet or no?
Yeah, shrinkage.
Okay, shrinkage. So shrinkage is our next for the pours, for the 2 pours. So the first pour is this, and then whatever next pour, if Ms. Nancy tells us what she wants us to drink, we'll be drinking that, or we'll pull out some sort of still Austin. Some sort of still Austin, guys. We got horse races. I haven't even tried this one yet. It took me 3 hours to freaking get that wax off of there. That was crazy. Ooh, very spicy. You should be happy you're not drinking this one. Not to get that. Woo! It's giving me. It's warming me up. Oh, never interruption. I always appreciate. We all love you having you on. So never an interruption. But SA Tanager is always really good. Definitely. 22 seconds left. 22 seconds left. We got 15 seconds left.
Okay, so no more on the $2.
Who's winner?
Oh shit, I'm not even on the screen. Keith P.
Keith P. All right. So Keith P is winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations, Keith P. Glad you won. You know the drill. Fill out that form. I know, Keith P. I know. I have your address. I know all that, but it helps me keep my record straight. So Keith P won mystery pack number 3. We still got a lot more to do tonight. So let's get ready for that mystery pack number 4. And we're going to finish up this pour and get another pour. And Miss Nancy said that she wanted us to drink some Tanager. So we're going to be drinking some Tanager next. Go ahead and put up the 1 minute. Put up the 1 minute. You can always have a sip of it if you want. Put up the 1 minute timer. This is for mystery pack number 4, guys. Mystery pack number 4. So everybody that's done the 25 is already entered into this one. If you want any other chances on this one, make sure to hit to do a $2. You can do $2 in this time. So as we're showing that, I'm going to show you one of the. Well, I'll wait because it's so you can't. Well, we'll wait. We'll wait. After the bomb goes off, I'll show you another. We got, let me see, $10 from Night Method, Tanager for life. 100% Tanager for life. So Night Method, do you want that on the next race or on this race, right? You want that on this race? So throw that in this race. Yeah. So Tanager for life. And what we can do, you know what we're mystery pack number 4. I'll make sure that there is some Tanager in mystery pack number 4. Tanager will be in mystery pack number 4. Got 2 seconds left.
Okay. How much did Night Method do? It was $10, right?
Yeah, $10, and then Top Dogs says he's in. Are you want it all on this one, Top Dog? Is that what you wanted? Let me know. And give me 1 second, guys. I need to do something really quick here.
Well, yeah, it can't be the.
Sorry, guys. I'm doing something super quick. That's gonna be fun. Why didn't it let me sign in? This pick, as you sip on it more, it stops getting so hot, and it gets but it's still, man, it stopped getting hot on the tongue, but going down, the hug it's giving you, whew, it's definitely a good hug. Hold on, guys. What? Let me see. I haven't been paying attention, so yeah, I have to trust you on this, Mister. Not to be done. All right.
Oh wait,
What happened? All right, Natty's figuring out the last part of it. What are we on right now? Yeah, mystery pack number 4. So the next pour for this one will be the Tanager. 2 things with that. I actually think I have to open a new Tanager. There's a reason for that, which I need to remember at the end here. Ooh.
Keep sharing. I'll just keep sharing the timer because remember that's how added to the screen because I can't see it.
Yeah, I can. You just tell me when and I'll add it to it. But right now you don't need it because you're. What are you in right now?
I'm doing the mystery one.
Yeah, so we're on mystery pack number 4, which is going to include the Tanager. I'll make sure Tanager's in there. So this one's pretty cool because this is the box that when they got it signed for me, has both John Shrepple and Nancy Freley's signature on the box, and it says to Tommy. That's my nickname. So we have that there. Oh. Give me 1 second. As Nathi's doing that, I have to do something again. Okay. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Nathi's got this race going here, so we'll get that going. Sorry, guys. That a little distracted here, but there's a reason for it. Okay, I think I got it done right this time. I messed up the first time. All right. All right, so we are running this race right now. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about the little distraction. There's a reason for it. Shrinkage. Is that that's what it is right now, right? Shrinkage. Yeah. Shrinkage is so it's going to be for this pour and a pour of Tanager. We're going to be popping open that Tanager as soon as I finish this pour. So when this race is over, this is for race mystery pack number 4, and number 4 will have Tanager in it. So if you never had that, this is the Tanager 2025. We got 22 seconds. I just missed that by a second. So there you go. So the 2025 Tanager is my top bottle, hands down. Awesome. That's so awesome. I believe it.
Oh, was he gonna hold it? Nice.
Who's gonna? Fuzzy. Is Fuzzy gonna hold it? Fuzzy wins. Fuzzy was a bear or a sheep. So congratulations, Fuzzy, on winning mystery pack number 4. And at least you know there's Tanager in it. And I was going to show you. So right now, one of the packs will have Van Winkle in it. One of the packs will have some Russell's 15 in it. One of the packs will have some Old Fitz 13-year VVS in it. And the last kind of surprise one that I just kind of added to them is, well, the Tanager now is also going to be in pack number 4. And these packs are somewhat done, so something will come out of that pack, and the Tanager will be put into it. And then this one here. So if you guys know me, you know that I love Stag, and this is my Stag Infinity bottle. So I got the new Stags for this year, so I had to pull some out. So I said, what better way to do that than to share it with you guys? So, all right, let me put all these to the side. Oops, not this one. So our next pour is going to be Tanager, the 2025. I'm going to be opening a new one, and there's a reason for that. What's the reason? Let me show you what the reason is.
You're an alcoholic.
Hi, Miss Nancy Frady. How are you doing?
Cheers.
Cheers to you. Thank you for joining us for this
whiskey.
what do you have in there right now? Is it already the Tanager?
Tanager. Yep.
All right. Well, this is one that you were so kind as to have John signing it and you signing it as well. I'm opening a brand new bottle for tonight. So I've already gone through one because I've shared it and sampled it so much. So that's why I'm opening a brand new bottle. So I love the little detail on the egg, that the egg is cracked. Love that. Hold on, let me figure out. These are always fun to try to figure out to open the first time, you know. Yep. Love that egg. That's just cute.
Yep.
So I'm assuming in a few years we're gonna have some birdies in there, huh?
I have no idea what the plan, the master plan is for that as far as that goes. But I love the what they're doing with it right now. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they're I mean, what they're doing with these bottles is amazing. Um, what you're doing with the blends is amazing. Well, you and John are just doing some amazing stuff out there. So always appreciate it. And thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for just wanting to pop on and have a pour. So
My apologies, sir. I think I owe you an apology because you and I were supposed to have a. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get my camera adjusted right now, but we were supposed to have a chat yesterday, and so I'm.
Well, it happens. We all get busy, and I was like, whenever we can. What to me, when things are supposed to happen, they happen. So what better time to have a chat than to have chat with everybody right now, and then me and you will have our fun chat sometime later as well.
Well, my 11-year-old pup had surgery this week, and so I've kind of been on mom duty. So and just thumbs up waiting for biopsy results.
Okay, hopefully everything goes okay. Are the bumps on the outside or the inside, or where are they biopsying?
It was a tennis ball size. They something under her arm.
Okay.
They thought it was lipoma, and they kind of found some things that were not shouldn't have been there. I guess so. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, hopefully I'll keep them in my prayers because look, dogs are greater than people is what they put on there, which is 100% true. They are your family. You had that dog 11 years. That's family. Our dog is I think 14 years old and she's looking 14 years old now. Every morning she's taking a little bit longer to get up. This cold is not. She doesn't like, even though we're not freezing here. She does not like going outside in this cold and stuff like that. So,
yeah, prayers and much love on that. So, yep.
Yeah, so hopefully, a lot of times dogs do get like little skin tumors that are no big deal. So hopefully that's what it is, something no big deal. Yeah. Now Brian's asking, do they ever drop tanager at the distillery? That they do. So they did it. What was it? December 15th, I think, is the date they did it.
It was the December 6th.
The 6th. That's right. Then Natty knows because he was there for me. My monkey. He was the one that went to go there for me because I was on a boat, so I didn't get to go. But so this year, it was a lot bigger than the year before. People started lining up 9 o'clock in the morning the morning before, and slept all night. Natty got there about 5 in the morning for me and was there from 5 till you guys open. And that line was insane this year. I love that you guys are growing so much, that your popularity is getting out there so much, and just it's amazing. And I love that. So I'm happy. I'm happy that people are recognizing Still Awesome for what it is. So
yeah, absolutely. And I'll be. I'm just thrilled to be on here. I'll kind of go silent. I will say on. Friday, I was tasting some Joseph Magnus that we have from 1998.
Ooh,
our old stock, and so I was going through that old stock. But anyway,
But is that for like stuff coming up, or is it just tasting old stock?
I've been using that for Joseph Magnus cigar blend, but also want to do something with it too. So.
Nice. Natty's going to start the race for these two pours together. Somebody's going to win that tonight, so he's going to start that race as we're talking. But let's talk a little bit about. Do you mind talking a little bit about Tanager this year? What made it different from last year? Because you said it's definitely, hands down your best blend. Is it your best blend for Still Awesome, or your best blend overall?
Well, I think it's one of the best blends I've ever done, but definitely for Still Austin. So the youngest component in that blend is 6 years old. But the thing that kind of differentiates it this year is not not just that it's 6 years old, it's that the Petite O is while last year we only had the white corn bourbon. This year we got 3 Petite O's in it, from the white corn bourbon, the blue corn bourbon, and the red corn bourbon. So the
Okay.
Petite O is the process that where it's essentially fortified water. So what you do is you add whiskey to the water,
Mm-hmm.
and that way you're creating esterification.
Which is cool because you're adding like whiskey to the water, not the other way around. Like normally, then you're adding whiskey to the water.
Correct. Yeah, whiskey to the water as opposed to water to the whiskey, and that way, that's a very different process. So you're going up in proof when you're creating it, and that way you're creating a lot of esterification. So what does esterification mean? It means you're creating a lot more fruity flavors.
Mm-hmm.
So there's and also but because it's going into the barrel at 50 proof or so, you're pulling out a lot of the water soluble sugars in there. So it gives it a lot more length on the palate, and that's the kind of the secret sauce. So
Yeah, it's pretty cool that you don't think about that, pulling that sugar from the wood and stuff like that is, by doing it that way instead of the opposite way, which is, I mean, the way that you guys have figured that out, I have no idea. I'm sure there's a lot of science behind that, but that's just amazing to me, the nerd in me loves all that part.
Well, as Doc, and I'll shut up here in a second, but what?
No, we love to hear you talk. You keep talking. I love it.
But background is in brandy, right? So I trained under a 10th generation cognac maker that came to California in the early 1980s, but at a Germain Robin distillery in Ukiah, California. But anyway, the whole thing about that is that Petite O probably goes back to about the 1780s. That process, that's when that was invented.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we did that at the distillery that I worked at, and that's these ancient French brandy techniques are the secret sauce to the whole thing. So
this is for the free race, guys. So somebody was asking me about the $25. So that's for all the mystery packs. This is the free race. The mystery pack number 4 was already given away for Fuzzy. We're going to be doing mystery pack number 5 in a second here, just so you guys know. But Jay-Z, just make sure you are here, just to make sure that we can that you did win this one. This is the free race, guys. So there's just these 2 pours are in that free race. And then at the end, everybody who's also part of Super Chat will get a pour of everything that we drink tonight. So that's always good. Now, Miss Nancy Fraley, I have a question for you. Have you tried, or were you lucky enough to try the one from Iron Root, their 10-year cigar blend?
I did, yes.
And what do you think about that one?
I really enjoyed it, and so said there's been some question about that, whether or not I was involved. I was not directly involved. I did not work with that blend, but that said, master distiller and blender Jonathan Licorice was influenced by the cigar blends I did. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Now, so I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you a little secret if you have not seen my video. So that day, I actually just binded it against the Tanninger. And that day, it actually beat out the Tanninger that day. I guarantee you, day to day, it would compete with it, right? But for some reason, that day on my palate that day, it was a little bit sweeter. That little sweetness was just hitting me right that day. And it was one of those that I did that one. And I sent you, remember, the Irene Tan, the cigar mold that they made for Andalusia, right? So I threw that one in there too, just to have like all Texas kind of cigar whiskeys. And that one, it just didn't fit the profile. It was different. It's the malt. I'm not a malt guy, so that one didn't come in. But those two were very neck and neck that day, and I think the malt kind of threw off the taste, right? Which made it so that day it came out. I mean, I was like neck and neck, and I was fighting, and I was pretty sure I knew which one was a Tanner and which one was that one. Just enough tasting the Tanninger. And I'm just gonna let you know it did beat it out that day. So I apologize up front, but I'm always honest, right?
All
And
good.
that was the day that it happened.
That I sincerely appreciate the honesty and just transparency, and if that beat it out, and I'm still honored that did. And by the way, I have and I need to send in your care package that I've been threatening you for.
You've been busy.
I have my mentors.
Oh, the one I was hunting.
Cigar blend that came out in 1994.
Yes, I've been hunting that forever. So thank you.
I've got a sample of this. I just need to finish and get your package together, but this is his, and move my hands out of there. But I really want you to taste this against Tanager, and I also have a packet that I'm going to send you that has cigar blend Joseph Magnus from batch 1 all the way to the most recent to 515.
Like kind of that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun because we're going to talk about Joseph Magnus, because I do have a list from you. I have a list that you gave me for cognacs that you way early in the beginning, and these are the ones I have. The Frappin Cigar Blend is the one that you told me to get. Park Cognac Cigar Blend. These are cognacs we're talking about, just so everybody who's listening, it's cognacs. Hein XO Cigar Reserve.
Yep.
And then the one that you have, the Gautier XO Pinar Del Rio Cigar.
Right.
So I have 3 out of the 4. Oh, Martel was the other one that the Martel Cohiba. So the 2 that I'm hunting is the Martel Cohiba and that one. So I have the other 3, but I have not found those 2 yet. So those are the ones I'm hunting.
Yeah, Martel out of France. But if I when I send you a sample of the Chemin Robin Old Havana, which is the cigar blend that we did at the distillery where I trained, the 1994 version, I think you'll really kind of get that, and the Frappin, you'll really get a good example of what a traditional cigar blend is supposed to be. And I think you'll see the genetic resemblance to Still Austin, even though this is grain. But bourbon, you'll see. You should see kind of what the connection is. I guess so. I'm super excited to do that, and my apologies for being so slow on getting that stuff out.
You have been traveling, working, traveling, and then in between all that, you've been a little sick, and now dealing with being a mom with the dog. I'm always I'm like, things happen when they're supposed to happen, and I believe that 100%. Which I'm bringing up next now is my next pour, because your hair is going to be. I just grabbed this one, Whiskey Tree, and this is yours, the Nancy's Unworldly Barrel Cognac Finish.
I'll be right back. I'm going to pull that out if I may. That's
all right. As she's grabbing that, we're gonna do. He's gonna set up a hashtag for our next 2 pours, and we're gonna start doing mystery pack number 5, guys. Mystery pack number 5. So put up a timer for the mystery pack number 5, and give me suggestions. What do you guys want for a hashtag for this next hashtag that's gonna go up? Let me know, guys. So, don't forget to hit that like button for me. Please do that. I hope you guys are enjoying. We got Miss Nancy Fraley on. I was a little distracted she had, since she was in the chat, I figured why not invite her on, see if she's available. And she said, heck yeah. So we got her on here. So we're doing a 1 minute timer. Anybody for mystery pack number 5, if you guys want to add any, so if you did the 25, you're already in here. But if you do for every $2, you're getting added onto that. So the mystery packs is once again is 4 sample packs, 1 allocated, and then there's a few of them are going to have some extraordinary pours in there as well. Ooh, Captain Kirk put another $4 in, so I don't make sure you saw that, Mr. Not to Be Dod. Yeah, we got 28 seconds left for this one. And then we on this one, we do have a question for Miss Nancy Fraley in a second here. Let the bomb go off because it's very loud. We got 18 seconds, guys. So anybody else want to add any more to this mystery pack? You're welcome to. I'll double check my Venmo just to make sure I'm not missing anybody. There, that looks pretty clear. 8 seconds left, guys. And then we're 3, 2, 1. There you go. So they're saying the hashtag for Nancy.
All right.
Yeah. And there you go. All right. The bomb went off. Miss Nancy, they're asking on here. You got one more super chat there. They're asking here, have you finished the Murray Hill Club special release batch 5 yet? Because I remember you before last year came out, you were talking about it being hazmat, I believe, and that you guys were going to do low 375. If I remember correctly, it was for that one, wasn't it?
Not for the Murray Hill Club special release batch 5. So the hazmat is that's going to be a family reserve, and that's the last time that we did that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So and we've got 3 family reserves coming up. But to answer the question, have I finished the Murray Hill Club special release batch 5 yet? No. That said, I'm my understudy or the guy under me at Magnus, Will Fabry, who's he'll eventually be the new master blender at Magnus, but we're going to be working at it on that blend probably in the next couple weeks. So I was waiting for the past 2 years to get the right barrels for that product, and I didn't want to release it until I got what I wanted.
Oh yeah, because I remember you didn't mention what the special barrel was, but I remember you were waiting for a special barrel to finish it in. Is that correct?
Right, and that. Those were just dumped like last month, and
okay, so they need some time in there. They need some time in those barrels. Then. Yeah.
So
very cool.
So I'm super excited about that, and the ages of those are going to be the minimum age will be say like 11 years old, with the oldest component being 19.
Oh, wow. That's a good mix. That's a very good mix. And with 11 years old, I mean, you got a lot of flavor there coming out.
Yeah.
Of that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Now, are you allowed to say what you're finishing them in, or are we still keeping that a secret right now?
Unfortunately, that's still a secret.
Okay. I'm not trying to pull anything. I'll just ask you. Never hurts to ask.
No. It's all good. Yeah. I can't wait to be able to release it. But yeah, at the moment, it's still a secret.
Now, next question. We're going to a different distillery that you work with.
Mm-hmm.
Frey Ranch. I couldn't think of the name. It left my head because I was thinking Harvester in my head. So Harvester 1, one of my favorite pours from last year. Harvester 2, I unfortunately didn't get to try that one yet. But actually, somebody sent me a sample. I just pulled it out. I was like, I have a sample of this. I'm finally going to get to try that one. And then, is there a Harvester 3 coming out?
Absolutely. So Harvester is going to be that's going to be an ongoing thing. I would say like in the beginning of March, I'll be able to start working through that blend. And so that it doesn't get released until the end of the year, or the way that it should be. Harvester 1 was only released in the beginning of the year because some issues, with the bottling and such. But
Yeah, because the packaging on that was pretty amazing. The packaging on that is an awesome package. It's a huge silo. If you guys have not seen it, it's a huge silo. So Shane won, which means Major Zero 1 mystery pack number 5. So 22 what?
22.
No, Shane said he was doing all his donating to all his to Major Zero. Yeah. So Major Zero now. Let me show the pack. I have it right behind me. So I'm going to show that package because that's the craziest, biggest package there is. I love it. See if I can grab that without. I'm short, so that doesn't help. So this is the package it comes in. This is the Harvester 1, and then let me see. It's always fun to try to. There we go. That's how it looks. And look on top here. That's a tractor. That's a tractor that can go on here, and I believe it's made like of recycled material, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's right.
So beautiful packaging. Love this packaging. One of my favorite pours. If I would have done a top 10 of last year, this would have definitely been in my top 10. It's just amazing. But I didn't get to try Harvester 2, and a lot of people saying that Harvester 2 was even better than 1, which I don't know about that. So, but what was I remember you said the first one had a lot of winter wheat. I think if you remember correctly.
No. The second edition had a lot of winter wheat. The first edition was primarily rye.
Okay.
And so I actually kind of personally, I mean, I loved both, but I think the first one was a little better. And I can't wait to get started on this year's version. I'm going to let the barrels just tell me where they want to go. I tried just to have an open mind with it and, let the stock tell me where it wants to go. The first year, the wheat was kind of in a dormancy period, or it just wasn't quite, kind of like in a trough. And last year, when I went through that in February and March, it was just exceptional. So, with all these mash bills for Frey Ranch, I just let the barrels tell me where they are at that time.
Yeah, and I think that what they don't know is, so what Miss Nancy Fraley had told me before is with Frey Ranch, they told her they don't care if it's a bourbon, they don't care if it's a rye, they want her to make the best blend from what they have possible. And so that's what she's talking about. She's letting the barrels talk to her and decide which way, because it's not. I think they just call it American whiskey. I think is what it's on there, right? Right. Because it's not. It doesn't fit into any other categories, but it's what she can do the best with what they're offering her. So that's how she makes the Harvester.
Exactly, Doc. That's it. It goes wherever it goes, and being able to legally put it under the American whiskey label allows for me just to, get the best of the best for at that moment in time, which I absolutely love that freedom. It gives me a lot of freedom.
Like, how often are you able to do that? Like other distilleries? I mean, do they kind of give you that freedom, or are they kind of more tied into like, hey, we want you to come in and blend a bourbon for us, or a rye?
For most of the distilleries I work with, that's I've been working, with the distilleries I've been working with for 10, 12, 13, 14 years. And there's like a product that I just a bourbon or whatever that I just have to make over and over again, but this just kind of gives the ultimate freedom where I the mash bills, or wherever they are at that particular moment. They might be in a crest, they might be in a trough.
Yeah, because I think it's interesting because I think like all the other distilleries that you work with, I don't know any of them that do like single grain bottles. I know Frey Ranch does have some single grains, like single wheats, and I've never got to try any of them. I haven't tried any of those yet, but it's something that I'm kind of tempted to. It just, they don't come into my area, so I'd have to order and ship them. And then once you add shipping to everything, it just kind of gets pricey real quick. So guys, we're going to start the next timer for the next mystery one. So Nathy's going to put that up as we're talking here. But so I think with Frey Ranch, you probably have a lot more options than you do almost anywhere else. Or have you noticed in other places you have that option as well if you want to?
Oh my God. Still Austin will have that kind of option before long, but Frey Ranch right now is kind of like the place where I've got that kind of freedom to just, it's just free reign on age and mash bill. There are just no limits to what I can blend. And as long as the barrels are in the warehouse, that's the only limit.
So out of curiosity, with Frey Ranch, do you do a lot of their blending or only kind of their special ones?
Just that particular one, the Harvester. That's the only thing that we're working on together.
Okay, I was kind of curious. I can't remember if you did more with them because now talking about Whiskey Tree. So I did my first pick with Whiskey Tree. I haven't gotten it out yet. It's so soon. The problem was I did my pick with them. So you were there like 2 weeks before I got there.
Yep.
So that was awesome. So I actually got to try this before it was bottled. I got to try it when you had it in the whole blend thing, right? And it's amazing how different it tastes from there to here now. I was really surprised of how letting it sit there and mature and blend. So what goes into that? Like, how long should you let a whiskey sit together blending, and what changes? Like, what is it doing?
So when you have the final version of it, right?
Yes, I have the final version. Yeah.
Okay, so not only again that there's the blending, but also the filtration process. So when you probably initially tasted it, had a lot more fatty acid to it.
Okay.
So part of the thing that the filtration does is in addition to the charcoal chunks, it takes out some fatty acid, right? Mm-hmm. And so part of that fatty acid is a little bit of flavor as well. So it allows for the finished version to have a little bit more. But it also takes out just a little bit more of the flavor.
Hold on, you froze right when you say it allows the filtration process allows a little bit more, and it froze when you said more. So I'm sure everybody's dying to hear what that more was.
Yeah. So the again, the filtration process takes out a little bit more of the fatty acid, which gives it more luster in the bottle. So, it's a bit brighter, but it also takes out just a little bit more flavor as well. So,
so Tara Polder was like, dang, right when she was going to say the secret, because you froze, like, you were like, where did and then you stayed there. We're like, oh, listen, you're like, what happened? All right, we're gonna start running this race as we're talking here. So I'm gonna put this up here. So this is for mystery pack number 6, guys. Mystery pack number 6, and then we're gonna do our next pour. So Miss Nancy, what do you suggest should be my next pour? What should we pull out next?
Oh boy, I don't know what you have before you. I do want to say to Major Zero. Before I got on here, I saw that you were going online, and cheers, friend.
Oh, is he online right now? I'm sorry, Major Zero, if I went on when you were on. I always try not to step on I never try to step on anybody else that's going live, especially my buddies. So I must have missed that he was going live.
No. It's so good. I just wanted to give a shout out to my friend. So
Yeah, he's a great guy. I've gotten to meet him in person a few times, and he's a funny guy. So the first time he met me in person, his first words to me were, "You're a lot shorter than I thought you'd be." So that's the kind of guy he is,
no,
straight from the hip and funny as hell.
I adore him. Yes, so I just wanted to give that shout out. I don't know, my friend. You know what? I'm good for whatever you want to taste. If I've got it in the house.
You know what? 22 seconds left. Let's do the. Do you have your picks from December? Because you told me ahead of time to pick up those picks, because all your picks are like, all those are pretty special, but you said that one was a little extra special. So let's do one of those, and let's talk about why that one was a little bit extra special.
Okay, you mean from Still Austin?
Yeah, Still Austin picks. Do you have those?
I do.
Okay. Let me grab mine real quick. So Keith P, winner, chicken dinner of mystery number 6, Keith P. I'm gonna go grab my bottle because it's right around the corner. I'm gonna go grab it.
I will as well. Oh, be right back.
November. I'll eventually find it, Matthew. November. January. Dude, look up there for me real quick, just on that area of the shelf there.
I gotta be careful because when I disconnect or there's something back here, disconnect.
Hey Doc, do you have the
Okay, whatever.
let's read some
Oh yeah, you want to do blue corn? The blue corn's right behind the horsey there. No, the other one behind the horsey. That one. Yeah. Let's do blue corn. Blue corn sounds great. I found that one.
You found the other one?
So that's going to be our 2 pours. Will be a Nancy Whiskey Tree Cognac finish, and she's calling it Unworldly. And our next one's going to be the blue corn, and that's this year's blue corn, which is aged 6 years.
What did you think of the my Unworldly?
I like it. It's so once again, all honesty, before I go in. So well, no. So when we were there at the Whiskey Tree, and we were drinking from morning, we went out to the Whiskey Tree. We drank at the Whiskey Tree. We came back, and then we went to the distillery once again to get our stuff because we had left it there before we went out that night. And so Gnome, which is Richard there, Gnome, he helps there. He's like, "Hey, this is a blend, Nancy. Don't tell anybody that I'm going to let you taste this." Well, when we tasted it that day, I mean, you had barely put it in there. That's why I was asking those questions, right? Mm-hmm. When we tasted that day, it was good, but at that time, was it unworldly to us? It was not at that moment, and we're trying like
it was not Nancy good.
It was not Nancy good. Nati said it perfect because Nati actually was with us. He said it was not Nancy good at that moment, but they had talked about how you were raving about how you really love that blend, right? But I think it's because like a cook, from here what it's going to taste like when it finishes, right?
Right.
And so we're like, it's good, but it's not like for Nancy to say this is unworldly, it wasn't to us at that moment. But when they offered the bottle, when I could get the bottle through the membership, I still had to get it, right? And then when I got it and I tried it again, I was like, okay, now I know what she was talking about. Now, is it unworldly? Not. It's good, and I really like the pour, and I think it's an exceptional pour. I really do like the. So me, I'm a big person on sweetness, mouthfeel, and finish. I want to taste that sweetness and have an evolution through there. I want it to hug my tongue and hug my throat, and then kind of just linger there so I can enjoy it for that moment, right? Those are the things I'm looking for, and it does all that. So that's where I'm going to say it does do that. So, well, hopefully that explains it.
that does, and I so appreciate the honesty and the transparency on that. And when you taste any kind of whiskey, especially from the barrel, mm-hmm. It's that moment in time, the temperature, the barometric pressure at that moment. I mean,
Yeah.
there are so many elements that kind of go into what might be perfect at that exact moment. And
Which is interesting because I mean they're below sea level. Their distilleries below sea level,
right,
so that
right,
does make that does come into effect there.
yeah.
Real quick, Keith P, you were there. You did try Keith P.
You
You
did
might
try
not
it.
remember, but you did try it, Keith P. I guarantee you did. He was there with us that night, helping us do our first pick. So,
Oh, that's cool. So that said, all those factors go into it, and you can I can tell you, even with Sloss and Tanager, there are moments, as much as I love that whiskey, and of course I'm going to play it up, but there
oops.
Oh, we lost Ryan.
is released when my palate just isn't enjoying it.
Yeah. Oops.
Palate at that moment, it doesn't mean it's a bad whiskey.
Yeah.
It just means that's where my palate is at that moment. And so anyway, all that said, I so appreciate, Doc, your honesty and transparency, and
And I agree with you. Like I said that about the when I did that Tanager with the iron root that day.
Mhm.
That day, that's what my palate preferred just a tiny bit, right? But as I said, I mean, I could have the next day and one kicks its ass, kicks the other one's ass. What I had that day, how I felt that day, what I drank before, and I didn't even think about it. But it's true. Like the temperature can affect taste and all that. So 100%. And also, I mean, a lot of times whiskey always tastes better with friends. You can have a subpar whiskey, but it's going to taste 100 times better when you're drinking it with somebody. So,
amen.
yeah.
Yep. Cheers to that one.
Cheers.
Friend. Yeah, that's that said, but your palate being affected by what you've eaten, weather, barometric pressure, all those things are going to affect the way you taste whiskey. And if there's something truly faulty, that's a different thing. But
Yeah.
what you like today might be a little different than what you like tomorrow afternoon, and it's.
Yeah, I did.
I think that's really cool.
I did a review. It was actually this weekend. I was doing a review. I was doing two, and I had one that was very, very smoky. So I was trying to really cleanse my palate between it. And my normal cleanse is Coke Zero, which probably not the best cleanse, but it does work. But I actually did mouthwash because it was just so much smokiness in my mouth. I had to really figure out a way to get that smokiness out so I can taste the next one. Because I a lot of times film in batches because of my schedule. And I did that. And when I started tasting it, I could actually taste mint on that. And I don't think there was really that much mint on it, but the mint was highlighted for me. And I want to say it was because of the mouthwash that I actually stopped filming. I went to the front. I drank a bunch of water. I drank my Coke Zero and came back to start tasting it because that mint was, I don't like, so for me, it's weird. Mint, like a lot of ryes have mint and it doesn't highlight for me. Like it's not one of, like you said, like you can taste sulfur and stuff. Like for me, for some reason, mint doesn't stand out for me. It's not something that turns me on or turns me off to a pour. Like Major Zero, he hates anything that's minty. If it has mint, he doesn't like it. But on that one, I just tasted it, highlighted the mint in that drink for me, like to the next level. That's all I was tasting. That was insane. Like I had never experienced that, but that took it like to another level for me to understand like things do affect it. Like what you had right before is going to affect what you're drinking. So
absolutely, that's a beautiful example. And yeah, anything that you've had right before is just or time of day, what you've eaten. There's so many examples. I mean, I've been judging. I've judged whiskeys for 16 years now. I think that's right. Maybe 17 actually.
wow.
And
It's amazing how fast time goes. It's amazing.
yeah, and and what you had for breakfast, what you had for lunch, what the weather conditions are, all of that matters. And
Yeah.
so not that uh whiskey analysis is means nothing, but sometimes you just kind of have to take it with a grain of salt, if that makes sense.
Yes, yes,
Because
I get it.
what's going on at that moment in time, and that's not saying it's not true. It's just at that moment in time, in those conditions, that's what you're getting, and that's absolutely true. So
I have
does
a
that make
question
sense?
then.
Okay.
I have a question. You saying that because it made me think about it. Do you have a prepper like when you're going to do a blend because it can affect how you taste, right?
Right.
Um, do you have a preparation of how you set your palate, how you warm up your palate to get ready to do those blends? 8
Yeah,
seconds left, guys.
absolutely. So the any morning if I'm doing a blend, I don't actually. I know this sounds kind of unsanitary, but I don't brush my teeth.
Well, because I mean, I can figure that mint's gonna like that with me. That mint just highlighted. Blue asparagus. This is for the free race, guys. So this is the free race for these two pours. Are you here, Blue asparagus? You have to be here to win the free races. So let me just give them a second to see if they won. So don't clear it off yet. We got monkey on there. Let me see. He's asking. I'm gonna hide this for a second. Don't erase it though. Don't take it off, nothing. So blue asparagus, just let us know if you're here. If not, we'll go to second place. So we'll give them a few more seconds. Yeah. So I mean, that's cool. So that morning you don't brush your teeth. What else? Is there anything else you do to prep?
Yeah, so what? When you start your analysis, you just kind of get a big. Wash your mouth with some whiskey. Usually the one that you're going to be blending.
Uh-huh. So
And,
you have that baseline taste for that.
right.
Blue asparagus, do me a favor, fill out that form at the top that's pinned, just so I can be able to get these to you. So you just took a nice big sip of the blue corn. Let's talk about the blue corn. I'm actually going to be doing so. I got multiple blue corns because I'm actually going to be doing a blue corn blind sometime soon. That's kind of my goal. So.
Oh.
Talk to me about blue corn. What is special? Why is blue corn so special? Because it is very different. It's very different than everything else. And when I'm doing this blind, what should I be paying attention to determine what my what it's going to be? Like
the thing about blue corn and just in general about heirloom corns, like Jimmy Red or and any kind of heirloom, is that it has a little bit more protein content than what you would usually be getting from number 2 yellow dent corn, which is what you find in the hold on, Nancy, have you ever done a collab with Irene Tan? I've not, but she's studied with me, and I love her to death. And one of these days, man, one of these days. Yeah,
I bet Andalusia would love for you to do a collab with her. Well, I know she works with Andalusia, and who's does she work with? Yeah, she does blending for what are they called? The ones out there by crap. They're outside of Austin. I can't think of the name right now. Crowder Barrel. Crowder Barrel.
Yep.
Yeah, so I know she does with them too, right? Who else does she work with? I don't know. Besides those two, I don't know anybody else. You know what? In my inebriated state, I'm probably not the best one to ask. That's fine. I just wanted to be you, but that would I would love for you because it would be neat for you to do something with Andalusia because they do so many malt stuff to see what you would do with that. I would love to see what you would do with that because last year I tried to taste some more malts. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
With the still Austin, so that's the blue corn is has a little bit more protein content It also has, if I'm not mistaken, about 44% rye, percent of rye in the mash.
It doesn't say
So
on here, but I think it does online. I think it does say that online.
yeah, and it's which gives it a lot of fruitiness to it.
Do that, Mom.
I absolutely love this blend.
The blue corn's amazing. It is amazing. But my favorite, year to year, it's a little bit different. But my favorite still is the red, and the red one is only because I can never figure out its taste. Every time I taste it, it tastes different. Something new and interesting pops up in my tongue, and I haven't figured out. It's just I always attribute it to something that I have not tasted in my life, and so I can't figure out how to associate it with. Everything tastes like chicken, right? I haven't associated that with what chicken is associated with, because every time I taste it, there's like a different evolution on it that I just love. So that's why I like that one. But blue corn and that go neck and neck every year. Your high rye, even though you guys don't call it high rye anymore, is still amazing. I love the high rye. It's an amazing thing. So this is for what are we doing for? Huh?
Number 7.
Mystery pack number 7. Mystery pack number 7. Anybody want to add? So everybody who's in the 25 is already in there. If anybody else wants to add any, if you guys want to have an extra chance at mystery pack number 7, every $2 gets you in another one. So, yeah. So if you had to choose, like, if you can only drink one whiskey for the rest of we're going to start with this Still Austin, then we're kind of going to go general from there, right? With Still Austin, if there's only one whiskey from Still Austin that you're on a deserted island, you have unlimited supply of one whiskey from Still Austin, which one would it be? I think you would say Tanager, but excluding Tanager, that's the only one I'm excluding.
Including that, probably the blue corn. Actually, I love the blue corn. I love that. I like that kind of like blueberry pancake syrup kind of note that it gets in there. I love that dark fruit.
Sorry about that. Doing something else and he missed it. It is loud. We can't do anything about how loud that is. It wakes you up.
That's cool. Yeah, that just those kind of like blueberry, blackberry, kind of like dark berry kind of notes that it gets. Right behind that might be the red corn, the Jimmy Red.
Yeah.
Excluding Tanager, I mean that admittedly is my favorite. So
what I'm gonna do, when I set up the blue corn blind, I'm gonna send it to you as well, so you can have fun with it as well. I'm gonna send that to you as well, because I think it'll just be interesting and neat. Because I can't remember. There's one the other night that was so blue corn forward, like you knew, like if you tasted enough blue corn, like it hit you in the face. That was blue corn. Like it was really neat. I really did like that. So
I love the blue corn. That's and that's the base of Tanager. Of course, is the blue corn. Every year, that's always going to be the base of that, even though the percentages might shift. It'll always be the base of it.
Yeah, and I love that. I mean, I know in the beginning you guys didn't have enough of it, and that was like kind of the problem, because you use so much on the Tanager that when it came out that year, like the blue corn this year was almost impossible to get unless you got it that first few days at the distillery. It was almost impossible to get anywhere. It never hit my area down here. If I would have known that, I would have had my mother-in-law's. I love my mother-in-law. She loves me. She goes at the beginning of every month. She goes and picks up my Nancy pick for me. If I won one of the distillery releases, she picks that up for me. And if there's something like this, she'll pick that up for me, right? And if I would have known that it wasn't going to hit my area, I would have had her pick it up. I only got 2 bottles of this year because normally it hits my area and I can pick it up. None hit my area this year. So I was pretty sad.
So what was she the one who?
No, you got to see my aunt, which you saw her dog, and you signed the dog's collar because the dog had surgery recently.
Yes.
Because my mother-in-law was on that boat with me, and so usually it's my mother-in-law who goes for me. So my mother-in-law was with me, my father-in-law, my wife, my kids, everybody who would normally go with me was on a boat with me at that time. But you know,
That
I
is so
still managed
cool.
to grab a few bottles. I still managed to. So.
I love that. I remember signing the dog's collar.
Yeah, and they were so proud of that. They sent me pictures, and I didn't see the pictures till I got off the boat, but they were so excited about that, and they're so nice. They went there at 4 a.m. to wait for me for me, and then they got to meet you, which they loved that moment. And then you signed the dog. You came around. They said you came around all excited about the dog and signed the collar, and they were super excited about that too.
I was super excited. You know, when say as a dog lover and parent, that just felt like an honor to be able to
I'm a huge
I'm
a huge dog person. I've always been a dog person, and I know what that means. And it's funny because people who are not don't understand like that they are family. They are part of the family. So when something happens to them, it's devastating to us. It's hard on us, you know. Like you right now waiting for results. I'm sure, like as you think about it, it stresses you out. You want to have something that just good results, but until you get that, you don't. You're going to be worried about it. So
exactly, that's totally right.
Yeah, he started it. He forgot to shuffle, so he's shuffling it so that it can go. So that way you guys know why he stopped it. He messed up there. So amazing. Well, I'm really enjoying this blue corn pour. I haven't had it in a moment because I only had 2 bottles of it. I haven't poured a lot of it out, but somebody's gonna get to win it. So should we go to the red corn next? Should that be our next pour?
I'm good with that. I know I've got red corn somewhere here or there.
Well, what do you have next to you that you think would be? I got plenty of Still Austin, so any Still Austin. I got Joseph Magnus. You want to pull out Joseph Magnus, and because we can talk a little bit about that, because I don't know if you can talk about it on here, because you told me something. You sent me a text about your next series of Joseph Magnus. What it's going to be inspired by the names. I'm not going to say it until you say it, because I don't know if you can say it yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't mind going there if that's
okay.
So
Let's get. I'm gonna grab a Joseph Magnus.
Go grab that. Yeah, thanks. You're right back.
All right, guys. So the next pour is gonna be you're gonna get 2 Nancy blends, and it's 2 seconds left. 2 seconds left. Bree, congratulations, Bree. I'm glad you won one. There you go. You won sample pack. What was it? Number 7. So we got 8, 9, and 10 left. 8, 9, and 10. We're gonna go through them pretty quickly. So Nati's gonna go ahead and put up a do we have a hashtag for this one yet?
No, you just added that one.
No, but for these 2 though, have you started a hashtag?
That was the. Let me see.
I don't think so, right? We don't have. Do we have a hashtag running right now, guys?
Because you did the whiskey cream and the blue corn.
No, were those together?
Yeah.
Okay. So we need the next 2. Okay, so it'll be this and one more. Okay, so we'll do a different cigar. So just do cigar. All right. We'll run one. That's what happens, get to have a lot of fun. So we will be doing the Joseph. We still have 8, 9, and 10. So we're gonna run 8 right now. So go ahead. You don't have it there. As soon as he puts the hashtag up, he's gonna run the bomb. So this is gonna be for mystery pack number 8, guys. Mystery pack number 8 will be the next one.
What did you want on it?
What? Just cigar. So Nati's gonna put up the hashtag for the next pours, guys, and then we'll do the 8, 9, and 10 pretty quickly afterwards too. Ooh, Miss Nancy Freely, which Joseph Magnus cigar batch did you grab?
Oh, it's something that has not been released yet.
Oh,
yeah.
So
batch 517, but that said, it's going to be very similar to what do you have there, Doc?
I have 208. I just grabbed the first one that was a bit like I grabbed, so I have 208.
Oh my God. Okay, so
I don't know if I have a newer one. I could look to see if I have an older, a newer one, but I don't know if I do.
So in your care package that I've got coming to you, I've got literally batch 1 through I think it's of 515.
Nice.
About like 10 samples that kind of go through that. I would argue that the cigar blend for Magnus that's coming out right now is the closest to the original batches that came out in 10 years ago. The only difference that I can say is that back then I was using a lot more of the sherry cask influence, and from about batch 15, which I would have started with and not, I would say 2017 or 18, 2017, I would have been using more of the Armagnac influence.
Okay.
So-
And what made you change? Like, what made you change from sherry to Armagnac?
Huh?
What made you change from sherry to Armagnac?
So it always had Armagnac, and so what I was doing back in the day was I was adding up to a 15 to 20% to the 30s, 10 or 11-year-old 36% MGP stock. I was adding about maybe 15 to 20% of the base Magnus stock, which is a triple cask, which I don't know if you've had that dog, but that's the blend that the original 1892 stock is based on.
Okay. No, I haven't had that yet.
Okay, so it has a lot of sherry influence to it. So if you look at the oldest, and you'll get this in your care package, the oldest stock of Joseph Magnus cigar blend has about 15 to 20% of the triple cask Magnus in it.
Okay. Very
And
cool.
which has sherry in it. And so what I discovered when I analyzed the original Magnus from 1892 was that it had a lot of sherry to it. So they were using exclusively sherry cask or finishing in it or something. So that's why I made that product with that component. But anyways, so it's a cigar blend originally had about 15 to 20% of that component in it. These days, I'm from about batch 15, which would have been about 2017.
Okay.
When I made that, it's I like put that component to about maybe 1 or 2% of the blend. So the majority of the blend of Joseph Magnus cigar blends in the past 9 years has been Armagnac.
Nice. So Lip Server's asking, did you make batch 444? So you make all their batches for cigar blends, right? 100%?
I've done every single batch. Yes.
Yeah. So every single batch that for the cigar blend she does. And who saw Sawdust and Coffee, one sample mystery pack number 8. So make sure you fill out that form for me. Hopefully you're still here to fill that out for me. Yeah. So you do all the blends for Joseph Magnus, or is it only like the cigar and their special releases?
My understudy, or the guy that's under me that's been studying with me for years now, he does the Murray Hill Club and the regular Joseph Magnus. I do cigar blend and the special releases.
Okay.
These days. So Yeah.
And I know,
I'm
like
still
you
doing I've done every cigar blend to date.
okay. And I know you do like the tasting notes, but I know that you said you're going to start doing it as a batch, right? Because how do you like when you do a cigar blend? How do you do it? Yeah, because you do it as a large batch, and then how does that come out to like 444, 445? How does that work for you?
Yeah, so it's what I would call, and it's been this way from like around batch 15 or so. It's so I've been doing this, for about like 9 years now. It's what I would call a coupe mare. So
Okay.
that's a mother blend, and a mother blend is about 16 to 18 barrels,
Okay.
a bourbon, given evaporative loss and such, and then all of that goes into the Armagnac cask, with just a little bit of the regular Joseph Magnus triple cask in that blend too. So maybe 1 to 2%.
Okay.
So
Joshua added to the race too. So that's interesting how that works. 22 seconds left. It's like so when you do that and you put it into the Armagnac, right? How do they determine how much is coming out for that one? Like let's say batch 444. How do they determine how many they're pulling out for that batch, and to save for the next one?
So a batch is like one Armagnac barrel. So a Armagnac barrel might be it's usually like 300 liters to maybe 350.
Okay. So you make a big batch, fill multiple barrels, Armagnac barrels, and then they take one of them, and this is that batch.
Correct. So a
Okay.
batch is pretty small.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them more available recently than I have in the past. I thought you were making bigger batches. I thought they were coming out with bigger batches, but because I was lucky enough when I did talk to you a moment when I was at Shane's thing, and I got to try the Vader batch, which oh my goodness,
I love that.
oh my goodness, that was freaking amazing. They actually sent me some home, and I haven't said that out loud in public, so because I really don't want to share it. It's one of those that I normally love to share, but this is one I'm just going to hold for myself. But I almost won. Well, so Vader batch was which batch was what was the number on it? What was it? Yeah. So I think I text you because online there was an auction and 57 was, I think it was 57 with a batch before. And I asked you, how similar will that be to the Vader batch? And you told me very, very similar because of the way it works. Right. And so I got on the plane, I was winning it. And I still had like $50 more to win it. Right. So I got on the plane. This plane had no freaking internet. It was the one time that the plane doesn't have an internet. I land and I lost it by $5. I was so upset that I lost that one. I was like, oh my goodness. But go ahead.
That said, in your care package, I've got a good size sample of batch 57.
Well, perfect. Because I mean, I always believe things are made to happen when they're going to happen. But that was one that made me so sad because you told me how close it would be, and I just love. Because I actually, I was a little bit inebriated. I'm not going to lie, but I did text you that night, and I told you, "Holy F, this is like next level with this Joseph Magnus. What did you do that was so different with this Vader batch?" And then you text me some stuff, and then I talked to you for a little bit, and hopefully I was very nice because I was a little bit inebriated that night when I was talking. But holy cow, that batch, like I was drinking BTAC that night. I was drinking like all these we had a lot of high-end stuff that night, and it still stood out. It still was one of my favorite pours for the night. It was still just one of those things that like when you're drinking all that and something still stands out that much, that's why I reached out to you, because I was like, holy cow, this is just so freaking amazing. And so yeah, that's why.
Well, but batch 57 is from the same coupe mare. it's just and the proof is really close to Darth Vader. It's it's just one barrel different,
Yeah.
There it's from the same mother blend. There's really nothing different from that and the Darth Vader batch, except the barrel. And as I was saying before, a batch of cigar blend is just one Armagnac barrel. So and a barrel that, depending on whether it's a to 300 liter or 350 or 400-liter barrel, probably yields about 300 to 400 bottles, which is people think of Joseph Magnus cigar blend as being like huge volume, and a batch is so small, to 300 400 bottles per batch. I mean, it's tiny. And times when we have to 200 or to 250 liter Armagnac cask, maybe it's 200 barrels to 250. So a batch is so small. I don't know, I don't know if people really realize just how tiny it is. And
I'm glad that it's more available, though. I mean, in the past, it was so hard to get, and I'm glad that I'm seeing it. The only thing is, like, what batches are out right now? Because the batches I have available to me are still kind of low. Because I've been looking for one. Because I know one set of batches you named after Bad Axe,
right?
Him and his fire. So I'm still looking for those batches, and they haven't hit my areas.
So yeah.
So what numbers were those for Bad Axe? Do you remember?
That was that particular one was named after 490, but that probably would have been like
I'm looking. You have it.
88 to 502 or so. So
Bad Axe was 483 to 491 is what you had said one time. So I wrote that down. 483 to 491. Now 491 to 514 is what you told me was like you had a special thing going. Are we allowed to talk about that, or is that something you just told me that I can't share?
We could talk about it.
All right, so
we're drinking a little bit of it right now.
Yeah, so if you want to, we can talk about it. If you can't, we can't, and I understand. But if you want to talk about it, it makes me excited because you shared that with me, and I know that was a personal conversation. So we can't talk about it. You let me know. We'll drop it, right? But if you can, let me know.
You know what? If I get fired, I get fired. I mean,
Miss Fraley, you will get fired. If you want to table it, we'll table it right now. We'll talk about it some other time.
You know what? It's all good. So, what do you have right in front of you right now?
Well, I'm gonna go get another one. This is 208. I'm gonna go grab a different one because I always for every 2 pours I do a free race, right?
Yeah.
So it's 491 to 515 is what you told me is going to be based off of some special thing, which I love. So I if that's all the hits we can give, we'll give that. But if you want to give more, you can too. So
yes, sir. I would love to. And if I lose my job tomorrow, then,
I don't want you to lose your job. So if you think there's a chance,
that said, we're now into the 11-year-old stock, and with some of the oldest 20-year-old as well, with just a tiny percent of the Barton, which is now 19-year-olds.
Because that's what they originally had, right? That's what they had as Barton before.
No. That the Barton was the interim. So the original stock was the 36% MGP rye bourbon. And that's what I was using back in 10 years ago when I created this initially. What batch do you have there, friend?
So I'm sticking to, we were talking about Darth Vader earlier. I'm sticking to a Star Wars theme. So I'm doing batch 66 because of order 66.
Yes.
This is a great batch. This is a great batch.
That is pretty much the majority of that batch is going to be Barton at that point. And it's probably about like 14 years old, if I recall.
I don't think it says on the bottle, so I don't get that information, unfortunately.
It won't say that. I'm just letting
you're
you
doing
know.
off of memory, which is, I always think is freaking amazing how you remember. Like, you do so many batches. How do you remember that? This batch has that in it.
Well, you know what is as I get older, I'm 56 now, and my memory is really short.
It's funny how when you hit 50, all of a sudden it starts. I completely understand.
I used to remember exactly, what like percentages that went into every batch. Anymore, it's like I gotta get the gist of it.
Somebody's asking you a question here, Nancy. How do you balance desires to make things more available with making the perfect batch? That's actually an interesting question. How do you decide, like, okay, I want to put more of this out, or do I want to make the perfect batch?
Well, that is a huge question. So if it were up to me, nothing would have ever been released, like ever. Just because I'm a total perfectionist. I mean, I feel like everything I've ever done or released, I mean, while good, I just feel like there's something that could have been tweaked on it or, perfected. But that said, in a real time, you've got to, you got to keep the lights on, as it were, make money and such.
Yeah, distilleries for some reason want to make money.
I don't know why. That's but that it's I'm just, and that they can attest. Everyone I work with can attest to this. I mean, I probably when things have gone off kilter, or we've had a fault or something, I've put the brakes on. But that said, you know what, you actually do have to release things eventually.
Joseph did 4 and Jim.
I don't know. Was I don't know if I'm getting to the question or kind of going off time here.
Two entries. So Joshua did actually 4 entries and Jim did 2. Yeah, it's one of those questions that's hard to answer because unfortunately this business is they have to make money, right? And like you said, like you probably felt like you have not done your perfect blend yet. I'm sure you felt like you've gone super close, but I'm sure you felt like you haven't gotten there yet because because if not, then what are you trying to achieve later on? You have to keep trying to achieve that perfect blend. And even though you've probably gotten so close, you still have that next level because we're always learning. There's always something new to change, to do, like you did, sherry to Armagnac. Still awesome. You're not even doing any finishes on your cigar blends there, So I think, yeah, I mean, that's super hard. I can understand where you're coming from. A business needs to make money, but at the same time, you're still trying to perfect what you're doing. So
yeah, and that's with the case of the Still Austin cigar blend. This is the closest that I've ever gotten to a traditional cigar blend.
Now I can't wait to put. I'm definitely gonna compare those to each other, and I'm
So
gonna do it to the other ones, that other cognacs I have. But I'm definitely gonna put them next to the 10.
when I send you this, I think you will. When I send you this, that what was made 32 years ago, you'll understand this, if that makes sense.
No, I will understand where, because that's your history and what you're doing now. That's where you got trained and how you've implemented it now. So I know where you're coming from. They're saying that the hashtag's not working, not to be that. The hashtags are not showing up as stickers. It's supposed to be, so it's not a hashtag. Remember, it's a exclamation, John Garth. So try to do it again. If it doesn't work, let me know. I'm gonna put up this race. This is for, what are we doing right now?
He's on there.
Okay, what are we doing right now?
This is the last one, the 10.
This is number 10. I thought okay. So this is the last mystery pack, guys. And then we'll go on to the last. Well, we might do one more pour just because Miss Nancy's on here and she has something fun that we want to try. We'll try that, and then that'll be the last one. So the last pour will probably have three samples in it, just so, because I'm not going to do 2 more pours, but I'll do 1 more pour for sure. So, wow, that was a deep question, because that we got deep into that one. That was pretty insane. I like that. I like that when we're thinking about that. So Miss Nancy, when I get this pack from you, are we gonna do that as a live together, where I go through those and we kind of talk to them together? Would that be something good to do?
Love to do that. And that's
We lost her. We lost you for a second, so we lost you for a second, Miss Nancy.
Clary, but yeah, that I would love to be able to go through this stuff with you and just kind of analyze it.
Yeah, that'd be so much fun to do.
I've also included the bad stuff.
I love, yeah, that would be fun, because I mean, I've yet to have a bad cigar blend. I mean, and honestly, I didn't want to interrupt you when you were talking right now, because it's so deep in that detail. Holy cow! I mean, this was earlier. This 66 is so different. This is like what I'm looking for. Like I was talking about, that the viscosity, the tongue. I call it a tongue hug. Like it's hugging my tongue, right? And then it's giving my palate where I'm salivating, and I'm salivating where I want another pour, another sip of it. And I love when it does that. Like that 66 is one of those. Who won? Captain Kirk, congratulations. You won on this one. So you won number 10, Captain Kirk. Make sure to fill out that form for me.
Well done.
Congratulations. And when I took the first sip, I was like, oh my God, I wanted to say something, but I was like, I'm gonna let you finish because you're so deep in that thought. But holy cow, this 66 is just nice, great finish, great hug. Like everything I'm looking for in a pour is what the 66 does for me. Kind of like that, that Vader one. But that Vader one was, holy cow. Yeah. It like grabbed me, shook me, taste me again. Like that Vader one was just crazy to me that one night. That's why the only reason I don't want to share it is because I need to go back and just enjoy it by itself instead of with all those other pours I had that night, because it was just such an amazing pour to me that night. Oh, that was like chef's kiss on that one. Like I really loved that one. So.
Well, and I just quickly want to get to Torp Hotel. That's is a tequila cigar blend, a thing you would foresee doing. Absolutely. And maybe not a tequila, but a mezcal. I love mezcal. That's one of my, just I love that smokiness from mezcal, and I've worked with mezcal before in my career too. So I think that would be better than tequila personally, and I'm 1,000,000,000% behind that. Nancy, any timeline for Murray Hill Special Release 5? Yeah, I'm hoping, I want to say like summer or late fall or something. I'm going to be working on that blend in the next few weeks,
No, it's these two.
and it's got time to spin in the casks, so I didn't know exactly. Sometime later this year, probably fall realistically. But anyway, Doc, what are we trying to say?
Oh, so much goodness going on. My brain's going 1,000 miles an hour in different places. But the mezcal. Let me go back to the mezcal really quickly.
Yes, sure. Yep.
So 2 things with the mezcal. I actually had a dream about a mezcal finished tequila from Texas. And so this is going to sound funny, but I had a dream that it was enough that I actually wanted to call it Tex-Mex. Like how we have Tex-Mex food here. So I wanted to call it Tex-Mex because you got the Texas whiskey with the Mexican mezcal. And actually, so I started looking for that. There's actually one. I don't know if you've ever tried it. It's Not. Do you want to do me a favor? Give me a bottle. It's right behind you. It's right up there. It's behind that, like that gold one, that gold label right there. It's behind that one. Yeah, I think it's right behind that one. Yellow Rose. Yeah, let me have that one. I'm gonna show it to you. So when I was thinking about doing this, my friend Whiskey Shaman, he's formerly known, the artist formerly known as Whiskey Shaman. He's like Prince now. He changed his name. He actually helped me get this bottle. And so this is Yellow Rose, and it's finished in mezcal. My God. So I'm going to send a sample of this to you. I'm going to put this to the side so I can remember when I send you your care package, I'm going to send you a sample of that just so you can try it. It's very interesting and very unique. But I had a dream about it, and I really want to do that. So when you do that, you please let me know because I want to taste that. I really want to taste that mezcal finish that you're going to do. So I hope you do it with the Texas whiskey. Not saying that you have to, but I hope you do.
I love that. And just FYI, kind of like on a trade-off, with the Yellow Rose, I created their blended whiskey. Like, God, how many years ago has that been? 14 years ago or 13, 14 years ago, I created their lineup. Anyway, we'll get back, or
Yeah.
I'm not
is Yellow Rose still around, or did they close?
Huh?
Did Yellow Rose close, or are they still around? I had heard rumors they might be closing down, but I'm not sure. I never verified if it was true or not.
I think they are, but yeah, that's but I created their product that's like their highest selling blend.
Which one is it? 'Cause I need to go hunt it then. I haven't tried your product from them, so do you remember what it was called so I can go find it?
Jesus, it was I know it's a blended whiskey. God, I should know this.
If it comes up, because it's one of those things. As soon as we stop thinking about it, you'll remember. And so there's a question here for you. Future, do you see a limited edition bottle of 7.3 distilling coming out? We had that one that you did there, which was the Nancy Unworldly. Is there one that's going to be a special blend or anything that you're doing with them?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm not at liberty to say right now, but yeah, that's
okay. We won't talk about it, but there is something coming up then.
7.3. So I created. I started working with them in 2017, which was not 9 years ago, and it's just been in the past few years when I've really kind of gotten serious about working with them. But yeah, we've got some fun things coming up.
Cool.
I'll say that.
I'm gonna reach out to them and see if they tell me anything. I won't share with anybody, but let's see if they. I have some people I know in there, a little bit. They said to clarify, I don't mean any bourbon or whiskey. I just mean agave, tequila, mezcal as a juice and finish as cigar blend. Are you working with any tequila, mezcal distilleries working on a cigar blend with anybody?
That's not.
Interesting though. That's an interesting concept.
I love that concept, and that said, I think that would be so cool to do, and especially with mezcal because you get that smokiness. And it depends on the agave varietal too. Yeah, those wild or kind of like a espadine or there's so many agave varietals that are not
Yeah.
just
Yeah, it's not just tequila because agave opens it like when you start looking at mezcal, it opens up a lot more, because tequila is the blue agave, but mezcal is pretty much anything. Now, have you ever had a pour of the Tears of La Llorona? So that one is a tequila, Tears of La Llorona. It's like tequila finish in other. It has some finishes and it's very unique.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
sending you a sample of that because I think you would really enjoy that. It's a very unique expression for sure. So yeah, I'll send you. I'll pull that out.
I would love that, Doc, and that's I'm a huge just let you know I love tequila and mezcal. I even before I ever got into the whiskey industry, I was a fan of agave. And
and it's on the rise again. It's like right now, like so bourbon's kind of plateaued and kind of dropping a little bit, but tequila's on the rise. So when I was in Europe last year, they were clearing shelving space for tequila mezcal because they're talking about how much of that's going on the rise. This is before all those tariffs hit. So I'm sure there's a lot more space for the tequila mezcal right now with the tariffs in place. But that they were talking about it about 2 years ago, how tequila mezcal was on the rise in Europe. So if it's on the rise over there, it's going to be here,
I would love to see that. I find agave spirits to be so interesting. Again, especially mezcal. I kind of think of mezcal as being in the same category as like Armagnac or in a God, what do you call it?
Kind of reminds me of a little bit of with the smokiness. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a Scotch too,
Yeah. And that's in Haiti with the Claren. Have you ever had a chance to taste Claren from Haiti? Is boy, talk about like old school distillation and for fermentation. It is so it's kind of like the rum equivalent of mezcal.
He says your cigar's not working.
And so I had a client about 10 years ago in Haiti that we were working with on
okay.
Excuse me, but blended rum, but anyway, oh, sorry, let me.
Yep. I'm gonna do my last pour for the night. So what are we drinking for my last pour of the night, Miss Nancy? What do you want to drink as the last pour of the night?
Oh boy, I don't know if you have it.
And remember, the last pour is also the last person getting 3 different pours tonight for the last pour. So what do you want? What do you have for me?
Well, I don't know if you have this, but I was going to suggest some 1998.
No, if I do it like that, they're gonna do another entry.
What is it?
1998 from what I have at Magnus.
Well, I have something that you sent me as a Magnus that hadn't been I can do that. Like, let me show you. Let me see what you sent.
Yeah. Let me see what you've got.
This is you sent me coupe 8-barrel H18 proof 56.39.
Let me see that right. Put it up a little bit more.
Here, let me make my screen big for you for a second. There you go.
Yes, sir. All right. Okay. Okay. I can get it something kind of around that
Okay,
size.
I'll do a small pour of it so I can share the rest of it with somebody. So somebody's gonna win something that it's a barrel. It's a single barrel Joseph Magnus version that you sent me.
All right. Okay. Let me grab something. I'll be right back.
Okay, sounds great. So, guys, what we have left for tonight is we did all the mystery packs already. We have the last free race, and we have this super chat for everything that we drank tonight. Somebody's going to get a pour of everything we drank tonight. Remember, I don't have any sample bottles right now, so that's going to go later on this week. But last pour of the night, and then somebody's going to win that. So, if you did any super chat tonight, you will have a chance at that. And right before we run that last race, we will do a timer, and then you guys will have a chance to win. So we did quite a few pours. We did some winter pours. We did some Tanager pours. We did some whiskey tree pours, still Austin, and finishing up with some Joseph Magnus, and all three Joseph Magnus. And one is something that guaranteed you guys don't have because it was just specially sent to me to try. And this thing, when I did try it, it's freaking amazing. I wish we could do. So they're now doing barrel picks, right? Joseph Magnus does barrel picks nowadays,
Right.
So you could actually go and get a barrel pick. But before that happened, this is freaking amazing. So,
and just to let you know about the barrel picks, those aren't any barrel picks. That the 10-plus-year-old whiskey and or bourbon, and that is from Segon Moreau. So that's a French cooperage, and I don't know if you've had a chance to taste it, Doc.
Oh, I've tasted this, and it's freaking amazing. And I forgot I haven't had it in probably 2 months. And on the nose, that is like vanilla and sweetness and goodness, and it just smells so good. Yeah. So I had kind of put it away so I wouldn't have to share it, but with you on tonight, I have to share. So.
Well, and I'll tell you too, those are barrels I personally wanted to get a hold of for blending, and they kind of deemed those barrels too good for cigar blend and too good for blending.
So are they doing Nancy picks at their place now? Like, do they have a Nancy pick monthly?
Not a Nancy pick, but they're doing the Segon Moreau picks at Joseph Magnus. But that said, I will say that I've commandeered some of those barrels for Murray Hill Club Special Edition number 5. And so that batch should have the 10-year-old plus Segon Moreau plus the 19-year-old Q yeast blend.
What was the last thing you said? What was it? The 19-year-old what?
19-year-old Q yeast.
So what is that? I don't know what that is. I'm very curious.
So the Q yeast. So for years, when what do you call the distillery? What's currently MGP and God said sorry, my brain isn't working, but anyway,
I had the Friday when I did my live, my brain was shut off. It's Friday, it's not working. So we all have those days. Completely understand.
It's Sunday, but
yeah,
but anyway, Four Roses, when when they what's currently MGP and Four Roses Seagrams when they were one.
Mm-hmm.
They shared their yeast strains, and
Okay.
the one that's been consistent over the years has been the V yeast strain. V, and so the one of the ones that was kind of allowed to go astray was the Q yeast strain, and so Q yeast strain has been something that MGP has experimented with over the years, and it's very, for want of a better term, estery, and so it has a lot of fruitiness, but it also has a lot of
that's so good. I'm gonna pour myself a little bit more. I made a small pour. Yeah. I'm pouring a little bit more of that one. This is so damn good. I'm trying to save some for the share, but I might drink it all. But I'm trying.
Well, anyway, it's so this yeast strain is a different strain than what most people know from MGP. So the Q, it's one of the ones that.
Is that the word you're looking for? Ross and Squib?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody helped us. I love when they help us. That's what the chat's for. They help us out.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
That was nothing for Ross and Squib.
Yeah, and I admittedly, after several drinks in, I'm probably not my best self right now.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We're having a good time, so it was good.
That said, but anyway, the this yeast strain is very different from what most people think about when they think about MGP Ross and Squib. So it's if you're a Four Roses fan and you like the Q yeast, then this is kind of the equivalent of that, but it's that said, the yeast are not exactly because they weren't allowed to be they weren't kept in unison at both the distilleries. This yeast strain is very different than what you would find for the Q yeast at Four Roses.
So for the people out there that don't know, can you explain to them just like a short version of it, like how much a yeast can change a flavor or something? Because I didn't realize that until about 2 years into my journey, right? That the yeast can make, like, the yeast you use can make it fruity. It can really change the flavor. Can you give a kind of a very condensed version of that?
Yeah. So yeast is huge in the flavor profile of any kind of bourbon or rye whiskey. So at the distilleries, like when the current Ross and Squib or MGP, or when that was the Indiana distillery was oh God, what do you
I hear you, but it's okay.
Back in the day, when that was part of Seagram's, as was the distillery, which is now Four Roses, in Kentucky. They kept their yeast strains the same for years, and so anyway, yeast strains, the moment they start to change, the whole profile starts to change.
Yeah. And I know like there's a few like places that will not let you know what yeast strains they're using because they keep
Right.
that secret for their batches. And I've
Right.
also heard like a lot of the places that use like the wooden cast, like those big wooden, like they're not barrels, but whatever, like to ferment
Cedar.
in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Cedar.
I know that will even though they clean it, will pass some of that yeast from that first one, and then you have like those sour mashes, right? And is that like a sourdough where you're using a strain from before to actually add to this one to keep that strain alive as well, too, right? So there's a lot of different things that they do with those yeast that just is pretty freaking crazy.
Yeah. So sour mash is essentially where you keep some of the back set from a certain fermentation. You keep that, and what you're trying to do is to keep the pH within a certain tolerance.
So you don't kill the yeast.
Kind of keep it a little lower. You're not just trying to not kill the yeast, you're also trying to but make sure that you don't have any kind of bacterial infections or off notes. You want to keep your the yeast within a certain pH tolerance. So
Yeah, because so just so you guys know, this is the last race for the free race. This is the last free race, and then after this, the only thing we have is a super chat for everything we drank tonight, guys. So this is the free race, the last free race. One thing that I remember you told me one time, what was it? My brain, my brain just kind of stopped already.
I get it.
So we were talking about yeast. There's something you told me that was very interesting about that, and I just forgot it because I said I should have just said what I was going to say that before I jumped into that, but now I forgot. It's okay. We'll come back to that. But yeah, it's amazing how different a bourbon can be with so little ingredients, right? But you change that. You change. Oh, that's what it was. One thing that you remember, you told me one time that when we were chatting was that a lot of times you go into a distillery and it's the temperature that they're keeping something at is affecting the profile. And you go, and that's one of the first things that you kind of fix with them. Like you need to fix the temperature on the yeast here because it's not at its maximum to generate the best, whiskey that you can make at that time. That was something that was really something that I never had even thought about that you had mentioned one time. So that was really cool.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. On keeping, if your yeast or your fermentation temperatures get too high or within the or they exceed the toleration of whatever yeast strain you're working with, you can get a lot of off notes from that.
Yeah, because they have to be. The yeast has to be happy to produce, and if it's not happy, it's not going to produce right.
Absolutely.
Night Method, are you here, Night Method? Just checking, making sure you're here. This last free race of the night. Just making sure Night Method is here. If not, we'll go to a second place. Yeah, and that's something like I would have never thought of. Like you go in there and you tell them, your fermentation tanks are too hot or too cold. You need to fix that. Because if not, then your yeast is not happy and it's not going to produce for you. And like, wow,
Absolutely, and so having the right yeast, within you want to work within the tolerance of whatever your yeast strain is. So if you go on the upper end to temperature wise of what your yeast strain is, you're going to kind of stress the yeast, and so that's probably where you're going to get a little bit more esters and so fruitiness, but also that's also where you're going to get some off notes.
See, and so it's crazy because I mean, a few degrees. I never would have even thought of that. A few degrees can make that much of a difference.
It really can. It's huge. Yeah. What?
All right, guys. Last race for the night is everything we drank tonight, which is Three's 3 Pours, Still Austin Blue Corn, Still Austin Tanager, and a whiskey tree, that Nancy blend, and new riff. I think I actually sent you a sample of this from last year. Was the new riff, the whiskey, the winter one? I think you really liked that one last year.
Yeah.
A Found North Snow Day. Have you ever tried Found North?
I haven't.
This one is actually probably. I'm gonna send. I need to write down everything I'm gonna send you, because there's the Found North, the snow batch is really, really good. My favorite batch is not one of their special batches. It's one of their like regular. I think it's batch 10 is one of my favorite batches from them. I'm gonna send that to you just so you can try that as well. It's very unique, because what they do is kind of what you're doing with Frey Ranch. What?
This is only the $25
No, this is everybody that put anything. Oh crap. Yeah, so all the $25 ones, but go ahead and do a timer, and anybody wants to enter. So if anybody wants to enter this one, there's a timer that's going to go on. $2 get you into this one if you want extra entries into this race. They do something very unique. So they age corn whiskey, they age rye, they age everything separately, and then they blend it after, like, you know, a lot of them are like 19, 20 years old blends. Watch, like, let me just grab one right here, right? So this is their 20, their Found North, and it's a 21, let me read this, 21-year-old rye, 24-year-old rye, 23-year-old corn, 24-year-old corn, and 25-year-old corn that is blended. So that's how they do it. They don't have it all like, you know, like a bourbon has to be all blended already and aged that way. They age them individually and then blend it to the best that they can. So I think it's always very, very unique the way they do it. And sometimes I feel like they hit my palate. Sometimes I feel like they don't. But I like that they're doing that, because it gives them a lot of opportunity, like what you do with Frey Ranch, to play with it and get the proportions right, you know? So I really like that.
Yeah, I'm curious about that, and
yeah, I'll send you a few Found North samples so you can try it. So just so you can kind of taste what they're doing and see what you pick up from it. And I always like, because when I do send you samples, you always get back to me and tell me, oh, this is, you know, you kind of give me a breakdown on it, which I think is super neat that you do that, because I do it just to share with you. But when you break that down, it kind of makes me go back and kind of think about it and see what you're tasting. And, you know, it's like I'm getting a little class that I get to go and back and say, okay, let me go see what she was talking about, you know? So it's always fun when you do that. So I do appreciate that. So guys, this is for the last race. This is everything we drank tonight. If you want a chance to get in it, any $2 for $2 more, you can have another chance. If not, you're already in it for the $25 super chat. You're already in it though.
May I ask, I hope it's okay for some comment by Tom Black.
Yeah.
Don't howdy me, good sir. We need to talk about Texas needing to get their blank together.
Yeah. So go ahead, ask your question.
I'm curious what Tom Black, what you mean by their blank together.
Tom Black hasn't been to Texas in over 8 years. He was here from Thursday to today, and he's from Atlanta. He brought the freaking cold with him. It's his fault. I blame him for our weather. So that's what he's talking about. It's his fault. So don't take anything about it. Don't think anything about Texas. It's just Tom Black being Tom Black. And he's like Tom Black's not to me. He's for another channel. He's the backdoor guy. He's one of the best backdoor guys in the business, but he's complaining because he came to Texas and he came with the cold. Like we're never cold here. We're never cold here.
So, Doc, speaking of weather, what's it like there right now?
Oh, right now I'm blessed because we've hit like 46, 40, you know, like tonight we should get below freezing. So, you know, here in Texas, we don't wrap our pipes up. We have them exposed. So I had to wrap some pipes just in case. But my wife's from Ohio and she said, we're not getting like enough of a freeze that should be an issue. But as a Texas person, since I don't deal with that, I still do all the little precautionary things to do that. So we're not bad here. And how are you out in California? I'm sure you're beautiful weather.
Oh my God, it's yeah. I mean, you know, that's we never ever get those kind of temps. It's probably like right now it's 48. You know, our winters, you know, maybe once, you know what,
like
you know,
every
maybe
10 years. Like the last time we got snow here was 2004.
Yeah. since the whole 29 years I've been living out here, I've seen snowflakes maybe once. That's why I moved out here. Being from the East Coast.
I'm giving myself a small pour of the Nancy blend from December of Still Austin.
Oh
just
my
'cause-
God! It's at the which Nancy is it?
This is the Still Austin, the rye Still Austin from December that you told me 2 months in advance to go get that one.
Yes, sir. Let me go get my pour of that, please. Yeah, I've got that in house.
Keith, have you sent Venmo?
Let me check. Oh yeah, 3 for Keepy. Thank you guys for reminding me. I'm chatting and not paying attention, but thank you, Keith P. Jim. Show me the proof, and then Joshua as well are the last ones for this race. We'll add you in there, and this is the last race of the night, guys.
Wait, you tell me show me the proof. You just told me
Well, Jim is show me the proof. So 2, 1 for Jim, and then Joshua has 11. Yes,
And then
Perfect.
Chip
So
did-
is it the Nancy's Pick 2025
December.
run
yes,
from
yes.
December?
That's the one. That's the one.
Yes, sir. All right. Okay, got it. Over and out.
I think that-
This thing is a little bit spicy on the nose. I'm gonna give it that.
Okay.
But what's the proof on this? Let me see. Proof on this, guys, just so you guys know. This is Nancy's December pick, Still Austin Rye. 59.5% alcohol, so 119.05 proof. Barrel number 202110112-10. And it was barrel dumped on 10/27/25 because Nancy said, this is my barrel pick for December. So your barrel picks, do you know now that before they used to last probably about 15, 16 days into the month, and now they last probably about 3 or 4 days into the month?
Yeah, I know that, and they probably even last, maybe like 1 day or 2.
Yeah. So your bourbon goes first, and then
Right.
your rye. You always have a little bit of rye left on the shelf. So I'm so blessed that my mother-in-law goes the first day of the month that is open. So we learned that they're not open on Monday. She went one time on a Monday, and I felt so bad because they weren't open. But she goes every month for me. Every month for me.
That is so cool, and you know what? I love the bourbon, but I think the rye is the best thing going personally.
Oh, they're right.
I love the rye. I mean, the bourbon is, exceptional, but I even though the rye isn't as old, I love the rye.
Yeah, this rye. Honestly,
My favorite.
I'm gonna add this to I'm gonna do a rye blind. I was actually gonna do a rye blind earlier today, but because my wife and I kind of decided to do this live, it was kind of a last minute thing. I decided I didn't want to drink that many ryes in a row, and and drink tonight. So I'm gonna add this to my rye blind for last year. I'm trying to figure out the best rye from last year, and this is gonna go in there.
Mm.
Ooh, Joshua, congratulations! You're getting a great amount of pours here. That is some amazing stuff. So you had told me probably 2 months in advance when December comes out to make sure you pick up the Nancy picks. Why was that? What was special about these that made them a little bit more special than the other picks?
Yeah. So what I wanted to do for December was to pick things that were a little darker in profile. If that makes sense, a little bit more. A little bit more holiday season. That had a little bit more dark dried fruit cake. Chocolate. Those kind of notes. And every year I try and pick. All the picks are always kind of more on those kind of notes.
Okay, that makes sense. But what made this one? Because all your picks are always pretty good. I've never had one that like I can always see why when I taste them. They're all very different. They're a little bit different profile for so Austin, right? But what made this one that next level that you told me 2 months in advance? Make sure you get December's. You kind of sent me a little text, and I was like, I had that in my memory banks, so I actually got 4 of them so I could share with my Patreons. I actually got 2 for myself and then 2 to share. So.
Even I don't have that. It wasn't just those dark notes. It was that it had more length on the palate. So that's part of what I'm always looking for. It's not just the taste up front, or the finish. It's the length.
Okay.
That I'm looking for, and that's having the length is huge. So
they're saying I'm being rude because I always want all the secrets. It's the nerd in me that asks the questions.
I love that. The thing is, you can have all the palate forward notes, and but if you don't have length on the palate, then you don't really have anything.
Yeah, and that's what I look for. That like I was telling you earlier, that I look for that finish. I look for it to just sit there and for me to enjoy it, not for it to like be there and then kind of just fade real quickly. I want to taste it. I want it to be there, and I want my mouth to, like I said, get it, like hug my tongue, stay there, and make me want another sip. Now, so this is a controversial question for some people. Did you try the Baumburger's PFG, the pretty fine grain?
I did not, and I would love to. So yeah,
I'm gonna have to watch my video again because I promise you I'll remember I'll go through it and remember everything I said. I'm gonna send you that one, and this is the reason why I'm saying it's controversial. It's on a lot of people's top 5 for the year.
Yep.
What it did to me, though, which it's a good pour. I'm not going to say it's not a special pour. It's very different. But it was so tannic to me that it would dry my mouth. And instead of wanting another sip of it, I wanted a sip of water. I don't want my whiskey to want me to want a sip of water. I want my whiskey to want me another sip of the whiskey, right? And so, yes, it's very good. Everything before, until I hit that finish, until it dries my mouth, I really enjoyed it. And then all of a sudden, my mouth is so dry, I wanted a sip of water. And I didn't like that. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. But it's very unique. And so there's parts of it I really love, and there's parts of it I don't like. So it's kind of one of those kind of to me. So I would like to hear your. I'm gonna send it to you so you can try it. Precision fine grain. I'm sorry, Joseph. Yeah,
I would love that, and I don't want to give any kind of commentary until I've actually tasted it, and it's someone that's, or producer. I kind of have to be careful about
commenting on other people's stuff. Yeah, I understand too, but it's one of those things. Like
that said, tannin can
change a palate. Change a palate.
Totally can, and it can I know how to go on about that. I mean, I've got lectures about tannins.
So we're gonna have me and you're gonna talk about that on the side sometime, because like I don't mind tannic, I don't mind oak.
Right.
I like that. I like there's some things like double oak that people don't like, and but I kind of like the oakiness. I like the tannics. I like the leathery notes. I do enjoy that, as long as it doesn't make my mouth dry out so much that I want water instead of another sip. I want my whiskey to make me want to get that sip in so I can taste it again and not have to have water between it to do that. So, a lot of people wouldn't agree with me on that one, because a lot of people think that, it's, as I said, so the top 5 whiskeys. I think it even finished in, what's his name? Oh crap! His name left me right now. The one with the one that always does his top 20 of the year, and it's like the guy, like the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
And I think it's in his top 20. But for me, it's great. It's unique. It's different, and I like those things. But it's not. It wouldn't be in my top 10. because of that one thing, how it dries my mouth. So Fred, yeah, Fred Minnick. Fred Minnick. Thank you.
Yeah, that has the top 100. I think
Uh-huh. Yeah, I was looking at his top 20. After that, I mean, I figure like
And
really how much does that mean after that, you know?
Sauce and Tanager, I think this year got his 26.
That just proves that, you know, no, wait, I'm not going to say anything. So
Yeah.
somebody said, Antonio Montoya, Inigo Montoya, you are my father, prepared to, you killed my father, prepared to die. I love that movie. I love that. The Princess Bride is such a great movie. So
it is a great movie. That's but you know, that said, I don't know. You know, it's you know, people like what people like, but but that said,
yeah, because that's one of those things I've tried multiple times, and each time that's what it's done to me. You know, I everybody loves it. I like it. I think it's unique, and that's one thing I kind of this last year I'm going to say I want to try a lot of unique things, and I've tried a lot of unique things. And when something is very like one of the things that really caught me off the guard this year, which I need to send you a sample of, it's over there. It's a limousine finish. It's Dancing Goats limousine rye finish. Have you tried it? Have you tried it?
I haven't.
I'm going to send that to you because that was my surprise of the year. My surprise of the year. I only bought it because I bought Garrison Brothers Laguna Madre, which is a limousine finish. But you know how Google works. You find something that's one thing. So what do they show you? They show you everything else, right? So all of a sudden I got a thing for this limousine finish. I've never had a limousine finish until this year, and that one was $70, and the Garrison Brothers was I think $300 or $350, right? And so I compared them just for fun, and you know, spoiler alert, if you didn't see that video, the Laguna Madre barely won, but that Dancing Goat for $70, I would buy all those over that other one because of how good it was. You know, for $70, 100%. The other one I would buy just once a year just so I can have it. But it's just one of those kind of things that those surprise things are just like I want a whiskey that's going to surprise me and make me think differently and make me have to rethink what I enjoy, and that's what that did. So it's kind of those things.
That's fantastic. I mean, you know, something that makes you think.
Yeah,
is the whole purpose of this. I think, you know, it's you know, it kind of gets you excited, and you know, kind of look at possibilities of what's going on.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's all you can ask for, and
it is. And I mean, and I've learned over the last few years that possibilities are unlimitless, right? And and don't narrow yourself into like just bourbon or just rye. Like, sure, that's what I prefer, but go play with other stuff, because I like this year I discovered I do like some scotch. I didn't know that, but the only problem is I like aged scotch, so it's pricey. But know what? So that's what I decided. Like, if I'm gonna have a scotch on myself, it's gonna be something that, you know, I enjoy. So yeah, I'm gonna pay more for it, but when I go to it, I'm gonna enjoy it, and so I'm gonna buy something that I can afford, that's gonna be on my shelf, that I can enjoy and I can share with others as well. So that's always what I look at. So
that's a fantastic, Doc. And you know, if you like, you know, trying new things, you know, maybe you're not in. I'm not saying, you know, you're not, but you know, for people that are not into, you know, peaty, you know, kind of smoky kind of things, you know, that trying malt whiskeys, or you know, from Space Side, or you know whatever, you know, there's so much out there to try, and it's ended the malt whiskey space. There is so much to try, and that is such an exciting space. I mean, I'm a huge I love single malts, but you know, that space is so fun
Yeah,
to.
it is, and that's where you said that. So I was talking to you earlier about something. Oh, I had to rinse my mouth. This is the reason I had to. This is the review. I did a review on this. So this is a barrel pick, 18-year-old, and then they put it in a Islay Scotch cask. So it's American whiskey, 18 years, and I think they put it. Let me see it on here. I think they put it like 4 years, or like they put it for a good time in that cask. And holy cow, this was smoky in a good way. Like I don't normally like smoky stuff, but it was smoky in a good way. That was so different, but it stuck to my palate for so long. I had to do something to get it out of there. But wow, crazy pour.
Doc, it's Isla.
Okay, thank you. I say so. It was funny when I went to Germany. I was pronouncing all the Scotches wrong. I had so many comments about like we love hearing how terrible you pronounce Scotches. The Isla.
Love it.
Yeah.
Isla.
Well, I wish I would have known that before I did the video because I just said Islay on all my videos. So there we go. You learn something new every day. So Tom Black is a wild turkey fan. He wants to know, when are you going to do a wild turkey blend?
Oh my God. So Tom Black, oh my God. I'm like a turkey head.
Oh, really? Are you?
Oh,
I would have guessed that.
my God.
Tom Black's going to love you even more.
I've loved turkey. My God. I mean, you know, like 20, 25, 30 years ago. I absolutely love turkey, and I totally agree. Like doing like like a Russell's cigar blend, or some kind of turkey blend. I don't know if they want to work with me or not, but I would, if they signed up for that, I would like be there in a heartbeat.
Well, let's say this: if I ever get to do a wild turkey pick, you can go with me for that.
Doc, just real quick, outside of so my first exposure to any kind of whiskey was in 1976, at my dad's wedding to my stepmother, and it was Jack Daniels. I mean,
wow. So yeah, there's a lot of history and memories, and I'm sure every time you drink it, those memories come up.
But for turkey, I mean, family history goes so way back. I would do that in a nanosecond.
So if I ever go to do a wild turkey pick, you're gonna have to go with me to go pick that. Then we'll figure out a time and a place and what works for everybody, and we'll have to go do that.
Well, if they ever wanted to do any kind of cigar blend type thing, I would be 1,000% over that. I mean, that's 1976. That's 50 years of me being in kind of
A turkey head. Yeah, like you said.
Yeah. So, that was Jack Daniels. Yeah, but that said, it wasn't that long after that, that when I became a turkey head. So whether it's Jack Daniels or a turkey, I would be
through the roof.
Like, so, yeah.
My last question for you, because my wife's saying I have to get off. So I'm gonna listen to my wife, but I won these two things in auction, and I want to know if you'd be interested in them, and I have a question about one of them. So I won this Cynar. From 1970. This is from 1970. Would you be interested in a taste of this?
Oh my God, Doc, that's my birth year. I don't know.
Okay, so definitely you're getting a sample of this, no matter what, whether you want it or not. This is going towards you. We're actually gonna so I'm a whiskey and a cocktail
yes, sir.
So my cocktail, the few of us are gonna get together and make a cocktail with this. Of course, I'm gonna try to figure out an old fashioned. They're gonna do other cocktails, but this is from 1970. I won this in an auction. It looks like it's from 1970.
Oh
Right.
my God, Doc, that is just the coolest thing.
And then my next one is, this is from the 1990s. It's a Jack Daniel, I mean Johnny Walker 1990s version. But my question is, it has floaties in it. Is floaties in a 1990s Jack Daniels okay? I'm assuming that's from like everything settling down and kind of doing that, so it should be okay.
That it may be flock and
You can see it floating there.
fatty acids. Send me a sample,
Yep.
and if you can send me a sample that has the fatty acids in it,
Yeah, I'll shake it up and send it to you.
yeah. That then we can talk about that one for sure. I think I know what's going on there.
Yeah, I feel like it's okay to drink, but I just want to make sure. Doc, you said your wife said this is live right now. What? Oh, I'm confused on that one. But all right, guys, this is it. I gotta go. So Miss Nancy Fraley, always a pleasure. I always love having you on. You're all welcome on my lives anytime you want. You know, I love it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you as a friend. I appreciate you for all your knowledge and all the knowledge you share. Everything you do with us, cigar blends, Tanager cigar blends. I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you.
Yes, sir. And let's chat this week. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you over the
It's
weekend,
okay.
which I was supposed to do, but I'll be working from home this week if you want to
Yeah.
get
I'm
in
pretty
touch
open
with
this week after 6 o'clock my time, which is Central Standard Time, which is 4 o'clock your time. I know you
Right.
probably work till about 5. I'm good all week. So
Yep. All right. Yes, sir. And it's always an honor and a pleasure. And I love you so much.
I appreciate it. I love you too. I thank you for everything you do.
I really appreciate our friendship. Yeah,
And me too. I'm glad we got our friendship going and we get to talk, and you have to always remember with me, I believe things will happen when they happen. So don't ever, like, if you can't return a text or a call, I know, because you're busy and we're always busy. And when you're ready to, you'll reach out. So I'm good with that too. So don't worry.
Yes, sir. And then I'm totally on board with that, and I totally agree. And have a great evening.
Yeah, everybody have a great evening, and you guys have a wonderful day. And Miss Nancy, we'll talk soon. Everybody have a good week. And Wednesday, I will do a Patreon only live. I will see you there, and we're gonna be doing Buffalo Trace Prohibition series. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Stay warm, everyone.
Yeah, stay warm, stay safe. Don't go out in the cold if you don't need to. Don't drive in that ice if you don't need to. But be safe, guys. Cheers, everybody. Have a good one.